and then I hit OK.
Song rest. During a short rest, friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain
It's
additional.
streaming. No worries.
Is it?
It's
Okay.
live. Hello.
Live.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
If you do have that on a second screen or somewhere miniaturized, I would ask that you please cover it up
Of
or
course, yeah.
mute any
I didn't even know it
volume
was
from
up.
Oh, do I have that? Okay, I have Zariel's Ascension right here. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so last time on the Redeeming Faith, our party found themselves pushing further and further down into the prison, encountering a number of traps and a party of chain devils and a single bone devil. After conquering them in combat with the aid of a former ally, tenuous possible current ally, kill thief in some regards.
Every regard.
Every goddamn regard, yeah.
The party found themselves finally in an area in which they could rest, hidden away, tucked away in the corner of this prison in a cell block that seems forgotten and unused. The party settling in, just about to take their long rest. Quildrith had stared into one of the orbs the orb that they had collected from the Oathbreaker, seeing a memory, one that seemed to be directly from Olgameth, and watched as if it was his own experience, the ascension of Zariah.
You should.
And we're going to go ahead and pick up with...
Ascension. Wait, who's Zariah?
Zariel?
Shit, we're not privy to.
Okay, I was like, is there a note that I was missing? I just wanted to make sure.
I told you guys last time. She is basically one of the watchers over the first Ring of Hell.
Yes, Avernus, the first layer of hell.
She's a watcher over Avernus, the first layer of hell. She watches over the Blood War there, right? Blood War.
Yes.
Yeah. Blood War. So, is it Blood War, or is it just like a Bone War, or is it like a Spit War?
It's like a Scab
Thumb
War.
It's a Thumb War, right?
Yeah, you have to count to 4 before you engage in anything.
Don't forget to say weapons no, or you're fucked. All right.
All right. So we are going to pick up with Quildrith. I think actually Vinove, Richard had already fallen asleep when Quildrith had come out of the memory.
And to me, the memory you said was instantaneous, and I told okay.
Yes, the memory was instantaneous from Genevieve's perspective, and from what you can tell after snapping out of it.
So I basically told her at that point, and so if you get a chance before going to sleep, it seems to take an instant. I think it's something we should all see before the end. Might help us.
Will do.
Perfect. And then I drop completely all forms, so I just look like me again.
Okay.
And I kind of like lean back in the corner, put my pack down, and then I pull my my hat of disguise appears again, and I kind of pull it down over my brow, give her a thumbs up, and then go to sleep.
Okay.
All right. So since it takes an instant, I'm going to look into the orb.
Okay.
So it takes an
It
instant.
does take.
I should have said it takes 10 minutes.
It takes
of concentration.
10 minutes of concentration to activate the orb, and
Then I'm going to wait until shift change.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask this
really
in case anyone
attention
wants to do it as well. Is everybody going to look into the orb so I don't have to bother with whispers for it every time?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So Genevieve, you're taking watch. If I could get a perception check from you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay.
Holding true to
Not
my
being
name.
able to really rely on sight, you focus on hearing, and the echoing nature of these chambers almost seem designed to make it difficult to pinpoint any kind of noises. At one point you think you hear feet shuffling down the hall, and almost the same instant it seems like it's much further away. You hear faint screams that sound distant and then become very close and then become distant again.
So I definitely have my sword out with me.
Okay. You have an attack
I'm
ready?
like
then?
at the ready with my hands, holding the hilt and like the point on the ground,
Okay.
kind of staring.
And then Vinove, your glyph of warding. I know nobody will activate it if they cross it, but if someone unauthorized crosses it, the
They get a
moonbeam
level 4 moonbeam to the face.
is that a single target or is that an area effect?
I believe that's a single target.
Moonbeam's an area.
Yeah,
effect
it should
spell,
be
though, isn't
single
it?
target.
Okay. So does that affect everyone?
Oh no, he can choose who that other Moonbeam affects, so it would be single target. Never mind.
Okay. Let's take a look real quick. Unless you have the spell.
Area range 5 feet. Silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell area for the first turn in there, is engulfed in ghostly flames, causing searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. Blah 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 blah. And I will copy this into the chat.
Perfect.
Masters.
Not that it would matter or anything.
Oh, thank God. I was really looking forward to sleeping. Hashtag real life.
So it's like a fireball that can affect anybody in the radius. Okay. All right.
It's only a 5-foot radius, at least.
In a 5-foot radius, so they have to be on top of each other.
Right. Like as if they were next to the door.
Oh,
It's a 9 square.
Yep.
Okay. So you hear these noises throughout the night or throughout your time. What are you using to measure your time on watch?
Oh crap!
we discussed this before we slept.
Since we had the candle and everything, like I feel like this is procedural stuff. Like, is it okay to say
Yeah.
that I give her one of my prayer candles?
Sure.
with it marked
I
and
just
everything?
wanted to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to coyly
Flavor it up.
remind you guys.
Okay. So yeah, I handed her one of the candles, and I've already I have that bag of, and I went through my bag and marked all of them where the hours are going to be, so we have a bunch of them ready to
Okay.
count watches.
It would only take a couple of minutes, so we won't have that affect your long rest or anything like that.
Beautiful.
You have how many candles do you have?
I have 12.
Oh shit. Okay, you're fine. All right. So do you light the candle?
Yeah, I lit it, and I'm just kind of altering between watching the invisible door and watching the...
Okay. So you the candle glows very faintly. It is a soft light, and none of it really seems to be any brighter than the other torches, flames, or candles that are set throughout the prison. And 4 hours goes by without any kind of incident.
Let's see. I tap Quildrith awake.
I can't. I'm not quite done with my long rest. That's,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
so tired.
who am I supposed to be waking up?
I said I'd be next.
That was right, okay. God. No, I leave him alone, because I very vaguely remember, oh god, no, not him.
So Genevieve kind of goes over to begin to shake Quildrith's foot, and as she shakes it a little bit, he's like, not done. And she's like,
Oh yeah, he's the dying boy.
No, you healed me up, but
He is the one who dies.
I mean,
So I go and I tap Richard on the foot.
Uh, mm,
Well,
well,
it's your turn.
oh, well, okay.
I don't need as much meditation.
All right. What? 2 hours? 3 hours. Yes. Somebody else gets to be 3-hour boy. Yes. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Go to bed.
I don't know if I can.
Nope. I would figure out something to do, and you'd probably still want to sleep. So whatever you do.
Well, I mean, I think you might be possibly the most devout of all of us.
Maybe.
Why would she do it? Was it Olgameth that pulled her away with a fake vision, or did she do it just for giggles? What would happen?
It's possible it's neither of those.
I woke up to nobody around me. My boots were gone. I was walking through the forest for days. And at first, she never would have left me. Never would have left. So I thought slavers took her or something happened, and I needed to find her, but I'm useless at tracking. So inevitably, I ran into a tiefling druid, and I dragged her back to the campsite, and I asked her to help me. She talked to the trees, and the trees just said she woke up, and she took everything and just left.
Okay, you might be right that I might be the most devout. I'm not the greatest at reading people and situations. I don't know. I've not spoken to this person. I have no idea what motivations they could have possibly had or who the fuck they are.
She said Sarenrae. I believe her when she said she dreamed that Sarenrae sent her on a quest. Why couldn't I was I not devout enough? Was I just not enough? And she got desperate this time before she enlisted me. I don't know.
If you could just hold on for a second. As probably the only person here who's seen the Empress twice. Calm the fuck down. The first time, for all I know, I could have just been dying and it was a weird dream. I accept that it wasn't. I have made it a mission of mine to serve her in any way I can. I can't begin to think or come up with anyone else's motivations but my own.
It's just sometimes it felt like I was being punished for loving someone more than Sarenrae.
And sometimes people are just shitty. Trust me, I would know. I am often.
If you don't mind me asking, you said that he was your servant. Like,
Technically.
it seemed like, was he a lot closer than that? Were you guys...
Effectively.
Wait, what?
I'm really sorry.
Oh, plot twist?
A caretaker!
No, it's not a plot twist at all. This is is all in backstory. You can
Okay,
read it.
sorry.
The bar! The
I-
bar, the elephant. The
Pure
What's-it-all.
character thing is like,
Walter.
oh, that would have been super.
Meet Walter, who I did mention was A.R. Butler,
hmm
and B I actually gave a shit about, yes.
Well, so it was coming off as like you guys might have.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, there was no additionals. That was literally all I said to her during the time.
Perfect. Okay.
From what I gleaned, you seemed really surprised to find him here. I mean, do you think people are being pulled against their will?
I mean, I did say that we might have to make a few more sacrifices. I was trying not to say that, holy fuck, a bunch of our loved ones are probably down here and we might have to fucking kill them.
I just don't feel like all of them can be fallen and gone to hell for no reason. But the way
There is a
talked
reason. It's to get to us. Don't you understand the whole point of this?
Well,
He's-
despite my problems with my personal problems with, still devout in taking this demon down. Devil, there's a difference.
And that's wonderful to hear. However, I have a feeling that possibly every follower of Sarenrae loved and or cared about could be a target, possibly be down here. I have no fucking idea.
It makes sense considering the couple in the church that we recognized.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
Yeah, I notice more than people think. I mean, I know I have the crazy eye that goes everywhere, but I can see things.
Didn't say you were. I was just preoccupied and not noticing who was noticing what.
I didn't think you'd care if I noticed or not anyway.
It is what it is, and I can't change that.
Well, before I go to bed, or try to, I'm gonna look in this orb.
The fuck is that?
It's a memory. Coldress said it seems like it's Olgameth's memory.
No, this squishy changeling.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a look at it, and I'll let everybody know what it is.
Swear to God, if it turns you evil, I will bap you in the fucking head.
I'm too clumsy to be evil, I promise.
No, you can be evil. Just maybe not effectively evil.
That's a
That's
good
funny on a
point.
lot of levels.
So I focus on the orb.
So as you turn away from this conversation with Richard and begin to look at the orb, what's the two of you? What's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Passive.
Where is that?
Should be underneath your
17.
17. Richard.
15.
Okay, cool. It was a very low roll. As you turn, you look over and you realize you see Lorana shut her eyes and like kind of put her head down very quickly, and you get the feeling that she has been listening. She very.
Should I say something? Because I feel like it.
Wait, what would Richard say to an eavesdropping bitch?
Look, that didn't work on my parents. That's not going to work on us. Hell, it didn't even work on the Luxodon. Pretend as much as you want. We know. That's all I got.
She's like in the corner going like, hug shoe, hug shoe.
Well, I guess she's spying on you. I guess I should be used to that. And then I focus on the orb.
Oh, you have fucked up now.
Yep, that was a fair bit of savagery, yes. I appreciate it, yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 hit points away from her for that burn.
No
It's psychic
saving
damage.
throw. It just happens.
Psychic damage. It takes over time.
Slowly eats away at her entire
Welcome
being.
to a dot. You also have now subclassed Warlock now.
Hey, leave Bloodscale out of this.
Okay, so Zenevieve, you start focusing on the orb. Okay. So for expediency's sake, I will give everyone the same deal, assuming that you're either going to be told or look at it.
The moment they wake up.
Okay, let's see here. Let me get the right music,
It's good music.
which is
Really need to set the mood here.
actually,
Yes.
damn, it's already
Dude,
going.
That's
90%
better
of
than you
DMing
got.
90% of DMing is setting the mood. Be right back.
True facts.
Okay.
Light some candles,
have I
dim the
already explained
lights.
Can I be real quick?
That's
Yeah, no,
very
go
white.
for it. It's just you've already heard all this.
Sweet.
Okay, so get into that. So Zenevieve, as you focus on the orb, the blue light within grows brighter. And as it grows brighter, you begin to try to avert your eyes and realize as you look around, the room has filled with the same black smoke that resides in the orb, almost pouring out from your hands from underneath, and it begins to snuff out any other light sources. You cannot look away. In fact, you find yourself unable to move, unable to look away, and unable to blink. The black smoke surrounds you, and darkness encompasses you. After a moment, dim light lights up the interior of what appears to be a stone tower. You find yourself kneeling on a platform along a wall. The expanse below you seems without end. Your eyes follow the walls up, and the tower's height seems infinite. You see neither a floor nor a ceiling, just these walls, these cylindrical walls, going up and down into eternity, lit with torches all along the way. And another platform is visible across the expanse. A platform with a door. As the door opens, a figure emerges from the darkness, and you see a tall figure dressed in immaculate red robes, trimmed with pitch black linings. Its skin is bright red, and horns that come up and curl down and point forward. You hear a smooth, commanding voice emanate from the darkness. Why have you come here? His voice echoes off the walls and within your skull.
Am I supposed to say something?
Your head turns involuntarily, and another platform is set beside yours and just above. And you see a woman standing on it. Her skin is a pale blue, wearing armor that is bloodied and cracked. Broken wings are set at her back. The flesh seems stripped from them, feathers and blood still falling from the bone. You hear her speak. I have refused to continue as an idle observer, all while creation is at stake. Had I not taken action when the hordes of the abyss would have been victorious and soon taken Avernus for themselves. The robed figure repeats himself. Why have you come here? All those cowards with their divine might, they force us to stand by and look on as the scum of the hells defend all of creation? Poorly? She gives a sideways glance at you. Nothing that they do deserves the worship that they get with all those grovelers at their feet. There is a long and unsettling pause. The figure speaks up again. But why have you come here? The woman looks back at her broken wings. For my efforts in the defeat of the abyss, I have been cast out. They stripped my wings and I have fallen. She pauses and looks down. Her confidence quickly returns, and if I cannot convince the heavens to fight with me against the demons, I will find those that have courage enough to be worthy of my might. The robed figure steps forward towards her, places his hands on her shoulders, and he looks towards you. Bear witness. The new might of Avernus. Zariel. Suddenly, energy glows within his hands. And I scrolled too far. Suddenly, energy glows within his hands. Flames burst from her back, and as she screams, the broken wings are engulfed. Whatever flesh had remained burns away, the scent reaching you. The flame steadies, and her wings, now made of pure flame, she spreads them and lifts up, flying a few feet above where she once stood. I will crush and see driven before me all of the hordes of the abyss. No demon shall escape my fiery wrath. And she shoots up and takes off with incredible speed, straight up and out of view. The robed figure looks down at you after a moment. Now, how to deal with you, Olgameth? And at this, the smoke returns, fading everything from view, pulling back into the orb. You now find yourself back in the same cell. Richard looking at you the same exact way he was before all of this. It's seemingly no time has passed since the smoke engulfed you. You look back at the orb and the smoke and light circling inside it once again.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's. Wow.
Was that better or worse than the succubus?
I look over towards Lorana. I'm like, the succubus was better.
Oh!
I mean,
Sure, that's not exactly a high bar. You should probably go to bed.
I really quickly tell him about Serail's ascension and Olgameth, like seeing through Olgameth's eyes and everything, and then I do my meditation shit.
Oh, that's
Okay.
completely goat fucked.
Are you meditating near the door, or are you taking up another place?
I am going to move over here.
Okay. So you begin your meditation, and Richard, I would like a perception check, please.
Let me change that. And hit that. And crit twice, motherfucker.
Nice. Okay.
Shazam!
Okay.
hot diggity demon dog.
That's disappointing. No, I'm just kidding. You again with the illusionary door set up to block the sight of any passersby. You rely solely on hearing, and having
Jessica, move your Mormon token.
My marmot token.
having
Alright, go.
spent time in a fairly large house in a very large cathedral, you kind of learn how echoes work a little bit better in stone buildings, especially underground. And you are able to discern fairly well how far off these noises are. During your watch, there is no one that comes down your hall, but you do hear grunts and scrapes that seem very distant.
Do I get a direction?
For them double crits.
For them double crits, you get the feeling that, and I think roll 20 just froze on me.
Oh wow, it crashed. Go ahead and refresh. I'm so sorry.
Well, we can still hear you. So.
Yeah,
Stand
Yeah.
by, guys.
Oh, I think he just wants to make sure he has the map so he gets all the directions.
Yes.
I know. I'm just letting him know that everything didn't crash.
That is actually super important. Thank you.
Yes, because we
I
streamed the
know.
crash.
Oh,
I
yeah,
play video
yeah,
games
I will.
with you, Ty.
Video game.
Wow.
I know how this works.
And I'm excited to check out Baptiste's later.
Dude, he's super fun. But I will say I'm excited for my new computer, which should be happening soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited
yeah.
for your new computer.
Aren't we all?
It's a community thing. I appreciate y'all.
When he gets a new computer, I can buy his old one.
Well, that's part of buying the new computer.
Oh.
Hey, you're doing what I do with Ty.
Oh man, I'm
Hey.
getting double hand-me-downs. Better than
Dude.
the shit that I have.
You're-
Okay.
you-
And
You have basically a TI-83 with a bigger monitor.
I know. It's old and it's bad and it's terrible. I know.
Although once you have a new computer, we can wipe the crap out of that one, make it functional again at
Yeah,
least.
that would be great.
I do have a
How's the
hard drive
music
ripper.
level?
Can't
We
hear.
can
it.
wipe the crap out of it now and make it functional. Jesus.
Well, yeah.
That's
I'm gonna
good.
just
Okay. All right, and we're back. Okay, guys. So
wait,
you're
Mike, can you hear the music?
barely.
Okay, I can't hear it at all.
Okay, let me.
Just hit the
I can't hear
on the
anything.
keys on the
You guys
keyboard.
can't hear anything?
On the keyboard. Just
no
press up.
music anyway.
Well, hold on.
I can hear it clearly.
It's subtle.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear it.
That better?
Yeah,
That mood
that's-
setting?
That's
Okay.
much better.
All right, double perception. Okay. So the grunts and scrapes, it sounds like someone dragging several heavy things. You hear kind of sloshing that goes along with it. And given the echo and the distance, you kind of get the feeling it's near the entrance or near where Quildrith had all those devils murder the shit out of each other.
All right. Probably
Moving
something
fast.
collecting bodies.
No,
And as your watch goes on,
that's what I was gonna do. Fuck.
I am going to ask everyone but Vinove to jump off a chat, please.
Oh, sure.
Secrets.
Ty, if you could
Yep, I'm leaving the room.
bounce out and close the door behind you. Watch the chat log for the cue to come back.
You're just gonna have to shout. I don't have chat log.
No, yeah, obviously.
Okay,
All right.
What's going on, big guy?
Okay, everybody off. Just Vinove and me.
Just us.
Okay. You clacking away over there?
It's Molly. She's a
Oh,
paper
okay.
that she's writing.
Okay. So Vinove,
That's me. I'm old.
as you sleep, you find your rest fitful and uncomfortable. And eventually you realize you're dreaming. But you only see darkness. And a light rises, like a flame igniting slowly, and it lights a grand hall. The ceiling reaches far above you, domed and ornately decorated. A balcony stands on either side of the hall, above the floor, overlooking you. And dark forms stand there, too shadowed to be clearly seen. The hall reaches far to your left and to your right. Large doors stand open far down to your right. And to your left, burning red light behind large doors, looming nearly 30 feet tall, extending past and above the balcony. You wander the halls for a moment and you hear a voice emanating from the darkness. Vinove.
Hello.
Vinove, why have you come here?
I don't even know where I am, if I'm being totally honest.
Why risk your life on a fool's errand? You crusade for a deity that has all but abandoned you. A deity.
Sorry, you're
that...
cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Why risk your life on this fool's errand? You crusade for a deity that has all but abandoned you. A deity that has left your fate to those that you would seek to destroy.
Well, the only real answer I have is that it's worked so far. 258 is nothing to scoff at, you know. And if I can in any way repay Cernray for kind years of my life, I feel that's what I must do.
The kind years that she has given you.
You know. And the
Did she
paladins
not
of Cernray, to be sure.
take kind years from you?
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Vinove, I have come to make you an offer.
Who is this then? Who are you?
I am the target of your crusade. I am the one that
Good.
seeks...
You must be desperate. This is fantastic news.
I am the one that seeks to supplant a dying god and gain the power that she wastes in order to further protect the living.
The living. Okay. What's your offer? What's on the table?
Well, my offer would not require your servitude, merely
That's
your
cool.
indifference.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Go ahead. My bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back and repeat that line. My offer would not require your servitude, but merely your indifference.
Let's see. And what? There's an ancient phrase for this. I believe it's
I can
evil
return
flourishes
her to
when
you,
good men
Vinove.
do nothing. Is that sort of what you're proposing here?
I can return her to you, Vinove. The Everlight
Yes, and
stole her from you,
You forget,
and left her
you're talking
soul
to a
adrift.
penitent man. I don't believe that she would want to come back from where she's gone. And I'm not the same man I was when she left.
And where has she gone,
Time
Vinove?
changes much, and
Do
quickly.
you know? Because the Everlight stole her from you and left her soul adrift in the sea of eternity.
I
I
don't
found
take
her,
this the wrong way,
Vanove.
but you're not a reliable source of information, you see.
and I can give her back to you. Return you to the life that Sarenrae stripped away in her boredom.
It's interesting, again, that you say this. What in Sarenrae's name are you talking about? She's not taken anything from me.
But she has, and soon you may see the truth.
How?
Continue your path. Continue your crusade with your companions.
Okay.
March with them to me, and when the moment comes, simply walk away. Leave with your love, and spend the last of your years together.
Gotcha. Get a sequel to the good years from before.
Quindear deserves more than what she has been given by the Everlight.
Interesting proposal. I will let you know when the time comes.
The voice no longer responds, and you see the red light behind the immense doors dim. And the doors to your right open further, and they reveal a figure. A woman, whose form you can just barely see, waiting by the open doors, hand outstretched. You wake gently. Unintentional smile across your face, and a warmth in your heart that you have not felt in years. You look
Fully
around
rested?
Not quite. The voice. You look around the cell to see that Richard is on watch. Genevieve is meditating. And that voice, just as you begin to slip back into sleep, lingers in the back of your mind. Leave with your love, and live the life once stolen from you.
Alright. That's a strange thing.
Alright, we're gonna get everyone back in here. Ty, come on back.
Real quick,
Yes.
am I allowed to talk about all of that if I want?
It's
If I
your
feel like
choice.
that's what Vanove would do?
Yeah, it's your choice, man.
Cool. I
This
just
is-
wanted to make sure I didn't want to ruin anything for you.
No, it's totally your choice.
Cool. Dig it.
I'm going to have this available. It should be in narrative.
Is Adult Swim over?
yeah, everyone back in the pool.
It's going to be a little out of order because I had to adjust it for responses, but the gist of it is all there.
Cool.
All right.
Did I wait? Do I wake up? Is my time like it? I don't
It
know.
was one of those things where you kind of gently wake up and then unintentionally fall back to sleep.
Okay.
So Richard.
Go next, buddy.
Nobody's having a wet dream over here? What the hell?
No. The regular kind.
So a dry dream.
Yeah, bone.
'Cause you're so
dry.
old.
He looked at it. He said, "Bone." dry."
Richard, the rest of your watch passes without incident.
So we're allowed to take that long rest?
Not yet. You have one more.
Jesus. What?
4
Yep,
hours.
I'm only
for
taking
Zen,
3
3
because
hours.
I need a full time as well.
Fair, okay.
Just for the record, we can say that you took 2 because the way this is breaking up, 2 hours
That's
would be
fine. I will accept that.
semantics.
Does that mean I'm rested though? Since I've been
yeah.
asleep the whole time.
Yeah. You wake
Cool.
up fully rested. Benefits of a long rest.
That's why I'm kicking you in the foot.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, Richard. I'm awake.
I was not kicking that hard. Calm down.
I'm sorry. I'm always cranky in the mornings.
It's all right. You have the rest of the candle.
Sounds good.
That's
Uh,
The candle
be
was
careful.
10 hours.
I recommend
Real
sleeping in
quick.
this corner. It's quite
The
good.
candle was 10 hours last time? Last time you said it was 10 because I had a little bit left.
thought I said it was 8 because
No,
you're
you-
like, that's super convenient.
No, you said I had 2 mark slabs.
Oh, okay. Then we'll go with that.
Okay, hold on. Just real quick before I pass out again.
Absolutely.
Remember where Squishy Change Boy made all those other boys fight each other?
Yeah, I do. Yes, it was quite entertaining.
Yes.
I-
There was a bunch of noise there that way earlier.
Oh.
Something might have come to collect some bodies.
Oh, that's a good call.
Just be wary.
I always am. I'll be more wary than usual. Don't worry.
And I'm going to take his advice and go sleep in the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna stand by the door, just out of range of my glyph.
Okay.
If
If you would be so kind
The-
as to make a perception check, please.
is real quick, is the door completely opaque, like no one can see through it?
No one can see through it, correct.
Okay, I light my sword on fire,
Okay.
just in case.
Wait,
Uh,
I think
perception
he's
check?
asking if he knows if it stops light going outside.
Yeah.
Not whether he can see through it. Because those might be 2 different questions.
You know,
Those
there's
would
so
be
many
two
torches and candles and fires. It doesn't really change any of the
You're in hell. It's glowy everywhere. You're fucked.
everything's just through a red lens filter.
Okay.
That's the
and
worst
then,
filter.
Yes, it is. It's hellish.
Perception. Oh no, not performance. Sorry. Like, oh lord.
Icarus the rat is hanging out with you.
You
I
again
little
seeing
fellow.
the door
I'm not
solid
distracted at
and
all.
unable to see through. You focus on just your ability to hear, and as your hours go, you hear the crackle of the candle, and let's see, every now and then you kind of catch yourself doing the.
What? No, that's nothing.
And you kind of stand up and you walk around a little bit.
To the face mask.
Your tinnitus is kind of coming up a little bit.
This is perfect. Mop.
m-
Mop.
and then
I may not be the man for this job.
Genevieve moving her fucking thing around with it.
Hello, Marmot. How are you doing today?
That's
He
amazing.
I'm not
likes him.
distracted by you at
I
all.
love it. I love it. The
I can
only
talk
thing...
to him. Actually, can I talk to the Marmot?
Go for it.
I'd like to ask him if he hears it. Do you hear anything? My hearing's shot over the years.
I get to use his
I
pocket
worry
feet.
desperately. I'm not catching what's going on.
Kind of looks at you.
Are you literally using speak with animals?
Yeah, I literally speak
Okay.
to with
Mark,
animals.
is that a cantrip or anything? If not,
It's
mark
a
up
it's
your-
a
Furbolg.
Furbolg.
Oh,
trait.
Noise. All right, let me see here. Let me.
That's what
That sounds
Icarus
actually
crits on
not bad.
perception.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you hear him.
Yeah,
he
boy,
kinda-
you make up for your weaknesses. You
he kinda-
make friends.
Fucking your boy over here
That's
rolling a
badass.
19.
Looks up at you. Oh, hold on a second. And he runs over to the door and he kind of puts his ear
I
down by
love
it.
his fucking voice.
I hear there's footsteps and ooh, there's jingles. I hear jingles. Do you think they have any coin? I could really use some coin. I like to get coin
that's
for
definitely
Saturday."
not coin.
And then he
It's
begins
probably
to kind of
James,
like
honestly. It's a
flatten
bad
out
look.
to kind of try and get under the door.
Nope. Icarus, come back here. Get back here. No,
What?
you can't do that.
Why not?
Right? No?
What?
Oh.
I just.
Yep,
But there's jingles. There's shiny.
Nope. Hey. Come back. I'll give you
Okay.
I have some food here. Do you like food?
What kind of food? I'm actually pretty hungry,
Rations.
Genevieve really
Delicious
hasn't-
rations.
I'll take some. Genevieve really hasn't fed me. in
I
a
have
couple
no
of-
idea what I have
in a
on me.
while.
Oh, I
mean,
have some honey. You like
ooh,
honey?
yes.
Honey's good,
Yes,
right?
honey,
Super
honey,
sweet.
honey. And he
Got the
actually
sugar.
begins to
You like
run
sugar,
up
don't
your
you?
tall ass fucking leg
Okay,
and starts
pervert.
digging in your pouches,
Oh, dude.
trying to find the honey.
Get your ass over here, boy.
It's gonna be a honey heist if I've ever heard of one.
Calling me a pervert. Y'all went there. I was talking about pouches. Honey pouches, not honey pot.
Haha. The old bait and switch.
So he hears jingling and
Yeah, so
are they coming near? Do you think we're good?
No,
Are we
they're-
safe?
They're pretty far away.
Okay, good. All right. Here, let me make a little snack tray.
Oh my
I I pull out my sword, lay it down, pull out a smaller knife, and use my giant sword as a cutting board to like cut him up some apples.
Oh my God, that's fucking adorable.
Oh, that's amazing. He kind of. He's a little hestant to come up to the sword because it's still technically on fire. But you see that
like
his ear.
toasted apples.
Yeah, roasted. I love roasted apples. Could you dip them in the honey?
Yeah, all right, okay. So I turn the sword off, cut it,
No.
turn it back on to roast it for a sec, turn it off, and then dip them in honey and put them on. I guess. Is the ground okay? Do you care?
That's fine. And he
Alright, here you go.
he grabs it and he just.
You know, I wasn't different to him.
Damn.
Now I love him.
He goes to town on this thing, and the honey is just smeared on his face, and he's like trying to scrape it off with his little claws and trying
This
to.
is
jam
what
more in his
Zephyr was
mouth.
originally gonna try with Mesnos.
What?
If you were
Mesnos became a rat boy.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
I
that's
wanted
hilarious.
a Beastmaster feel, you know? Like
Oh, for
man.
sure.
Poto
Yeah.
and Poto.
He has
Boy,
like maybe a
That
little
did
bit.
not go well.
He has a little bit of the apple left, and he runs back. He runs up your back and kind of perches on your shoulder and just.
Oh shit!
Do me a
But I
favor.
haven't
Moving
done
forward,
that.
if you see anything weird, you let me know, okay,
Okay,
buddy?
most of the time, Genevieve keeps me in her pouch, but I'll keep an eye out.
I appreciate it.
I think I've heard this voice in Rick and Morty before.
I don't know. Hey. Sounds a little bit like the unicorns from Charlie and the Unicorn. Charlie, no, Charlie.
Stole my friggin' kissy.
Hey, we got shout out to Molly Canhas. She just threw us 100 bits, guys.
Nice, thank you, Molly.
Drop them bits. Why are you wasting dollars?
Dropping them big bits.
Freaking Icarus is the star of the show over here.
Dude,
worth
Icarus
it for
is
the
not
awkward
work? That's
thumbs up.
All right.
feel like a camel.
Okay,
So you spend the rest of your watch with this ferret just kind of chilling on your shoulder, eating this roasted honey-covered apple, trying to get the honey out of his face, and every now and then it goes. Oh, it's fine. It's nothing. It's walking away.
Oh, good. All right, cool.
And your 2 hours is up on your candle.
Right, does that mean I wake everyone up?
I don't know.
Right.
I mean, you wake.
I was the
everybody up.
last one. Hey, I'm just double checking.
He wants to make sure
I-
everybody got a long rest.
Huh?
You know that you were the last watch.
Okay.
So everybody.
I'll
did
wake
you
Cal
wake
up first. Hey, Cal, buddy.
Ugh.
Time to wake up.
Yeah.
Gotta get up. You
What
gotta
the
get out.
hell is on your shoulder?
Oh, this is a marmot. He's quite nice. He's been helping me keep watch. My ears. His ears are much better than mine.
Okay. It looks
He's
more
having
like
a
a
good
ferret,
time.
but
You want to go
alright.
wake Genevieve up, bud?
Sure.
No, not you, Cal. I'm talking
Oh.
to the marmot.
Sorry. You hear Icarus go, yeah! And jumps off your
Terribly sorry. Anyway,
you can
welcome
talk
back.
to that thing.
How you feeling? You feeling better?
I feel a lot better. Not 100%, but a lot better.
Glad to hear it.
to jump
I'll,
on everyone.
Genevieve, you feel
come back.
Icarus kind of run up and begin to just trampoline on your stomach.
Oh God, Icarus!
Sorry, that may be my fault.
You wake up and you see his face is sticky and matted and covered with honey and little bits of dirt and grime and some maybe apple.
Oh, I
You don't know.
immediately start licking my thumb and I start wiping his face, like holding on to him and wiping his face.
Like
Oh.
a mom on
Such a
picture
mess.
day.
Make an animal handling check.
With advantage because it's Icarus, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Doesn't matter.
It was a low DC.
That shouldn't be too hard,
It was,
yeah.
As long as you didn't crit fail. So you begin running it off, and he kind of struggles, but you get most of it off. He's still kind of sticky, and you're not sure if that's is that apple? Maybe a peck of flesh? I don't know. You pick it out and you flick it.
Oh, and Molly says she do what
I,
she want.
Shake Quildrith. Wait.
So what you want there? What's you fucking doing? Hello, Vanilla.
Did you just dream you were? Is that your real voice?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that how you really talk?
Don't. No, that's not.
I think it's darling. I think
You
you
hear
should do it all the time.
hear Cal speak up. Are you just pretending to be a pretentious prick?
Well, no, it's actually.
Wait,
most
Cal,
people
take a
are-
breath.
Listen,
You're not good. That good of friends yet.
Sorry.
hey Cal, it's an awful thing to tell somebody who's. Why,
I'd kick Laurana in the
prick?
butt
Come
while
on,
this
man.
is happening.
I don't.
It's
I don't know,
okay.
it's-
I
it's
need coffee
early.
too. Do we have coffee anywhere? No, of course we don't have coffee. It's hell.
You
fuck,
can
am I-
heat some up on my sword.
I pull out my coffee pot and the small amount of coffee that I have about enough for 2 pots. I use half of it and start my percolator going on his sword.
Nice. As you do that,
I'm gonna-
Cal walks over and wakes up Richard.
No. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna sit next to Richard, and I'm going to play the Song of Rest. Where is it?
It won't do any good because we.
It's
we
short
all
rest, I
healed.
believe.
Well, we're all fully healed.
Didn't Richard only get like 3 hours of sleep?
No, he got
No,
6 total.
No.
so-
He got 6, which is because of the size of the party and the fact that I know that I've worked off of 6 hours. We're gonna call that a long rest.
Okay, perfect. Never
Good
mind.
thought, though, dude.
Well, that doesn't count with Brandon, though.
Brandon, but probably with Richard.
Yeah, there
that's
you go.
Brandon would murder people.
Dude.
You're true.
I get 6 hours of sleep most days.
Hold on. If we're running by personal stats, Ty could get a long rest out of 3 hours.
Okay, go ahead and take a short rest.
Running by
Blunder, to get a
personal
full
stats,
rest.
if I'm about right. I think Benove got like 9 hours of sleep, and that means he should be good to go.
All right, so
He'll be a little groggy. He'll need coffee, but he'll be good.
as the coffee is percolating, I start looking around at everybody like, you know what?
Richard.
All right. So,
Things, sir.
What?
If everyone could gather for a moment, I need to talk to you all.
oh,
Yeah.
I have some
Okay.
good news.
I kick Laurana
this
in
is
the
fantastic.
butt. Come on.
You too, Lorana.
She kind of looks up at you and stands up, and walks over.
Too
So-
tired from not actually sleeping over there.
She looks
So
over at
I
you
have-
and puts her head down.
wait,
like
did
a
you,
child that was busted.
what did you? I'm sorry. What did you do?
So I have some good news. I believe I was visited by the very object of our quest.
I'm sorry. What?
And he must
Olgath?
be scared because he offered me quite the deal to abandon our quest. So, you know, hearts up. We're making headway, and we gotta be close. We're almost there.
Cal speaks up. Olgameth offered you this deal?
So he knows
I
we're
believe
here.
so. He said he was, in fact, the target of my crusade, and the one who seeks to supplant a dying god. So,
So
yeah,
Sergio's
it's gotta be
dying?
him, right?
You're a liar.
Oh, that's
What?
That was only ever made offers by the lesser devils. At Olgameth getting personally involved. That's
That's a
something.
good sign, right? Well, that means he's scared.
Oh, I don't know.
What did he offer you?
I'm just
Or he
curious.
feels that he can bend you to his
Nothing.
will.
But if you weren't important enough to visit, that means us together, you included, would be something that is a threat to him. So I'm glad you're here with us, Cal, and that we have this measure of his fear to work with.
I
Absolutely.
was just worried about getting papped in the fucking face.
Oh,
you do
yeah.
Pab quite well.
As well he should.
And
Plus,
you
I've
know,
got those little fairy things. Those are scary.
does anybody have any cups? This coffee looks about ready.
I'm sure I have some like ex-cursed
Right,
cup
so-
that's no longer cursed, so I toss him one.
And I'm
Cal
sure.
just kind of looks at his
promise
own
it's
and just
not cursed.
shrugs.
I do have a spare
Yeah.
for flavor. Okay, so I pour
Pretty
it-
sure in adventurer packs just come.
Yeah, well, an adventure pack,
Shit.
but I also, so I start, pouring everybody some coffee and everything, and as we're sitting there, kind of, a little bit of, I heard something about honey, and do you have any of that for? And I kind of like hold it up to Vinove, my cup.
I have some. You want to put honey in coffee?
It's fantastic. You ought to try it sometime.
It really is pretty good.
Sounds like Cal
Not
likes him as well.
Tried it. Not new
Please.
to me, but not a fan.
Blasphemous.
No, very well. So I start
Sounds very
like
blasphemous.
stirring the
Anything to make this
honey in.
shit taste palatable.
If you ain't
Y'all are
got
crazy.
creamer,
Black
right?
coffee's the best.
I agree with Vinove.
That's fair.
For the record, I don't agree with Vinove, but it's funnier. than-
Neither do I. I like it more cream than coffee, so.
Yeah, I'm
man.
also the exact opposite. I'm like a dab of creamer.
That's funny.
Cal, Quildrith, Cal looks over at you. I don't suppose you have another one of those greater restorations, do you?
I check my beads.
They are not fully regenerated from your last regeneration.
Not quite. I've got some wind walks left, but unfortunately no. Not for a little bit. In a few hours, though, I might have one for you to get you fully restored to your.
I had my holy symbol. I'd be able to cast it my damn self.
Well,
Guys,
why don't you
wanna
use the
know
book I
something
gave
funny?
you?
The book, and he pulls out the book and kind of. Oh,
It's a divine symbol, my friend. Try it.
I forgot about this. Places his hand on it and focuses, and you see very faintly, very slowly, it begins to glow,
No fucking way.
and the book glows with this holy light, and that light passing from his hands into the book, growing brighter, and then back into him.
Looks like the coffee might do some good now.
Oh, that is a difference.
Bit of all right then.
Yes.
Oh, you slipped up again. Did you hear it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what happened? I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure that's not his real voice. He's got like a really chipper voice. It's
not
amazing.
It's not a thing.
That's like a prick. Moving on.
All right. So
Alright,
if you want me
I'm
to
gonna
actually-
dispel the word
Okay.
under the door.
I like a cough twice. Like. All right. So
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to walk that one back. He doesn't actually have greater restoration. I think he did.
farts noise.
That's unfortunate.
Hold on a second.
Ba,
here.
ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba.
Can you channel divinity
It's
for
the
it?
placebo effect. It's
How-
the
I don't-
placebo effect.
I don't know
He
what
just
level
thinks
he
he
is. Well, he should have lost a level of exhaustion from sleeping.
He did, which would put him at one level left.
So he had 3 levels of exhaustion. Jesus.
He was one
No wonder he
sleepy
was so
boy.
useless.
Yeah, he was bad. That's why, if you guys notice, he didn't move at all in combat.
Oh no, we noticed.
What level is greater restoration?
It's like a level 4 spell, I think. Check his channel divinity. Depending on which path he is, he might have access to that.
Divinity. Nope.
Nope. What about his?
So I can't use lesser
spell?
restoration on him.
You can use it, it just won't do much.
Yeah.
Hold on one second here. I might have just fucked up his spells.
Oh yeah. Can he prepare his spells for the day?
Yes, I can. I
I
thought I had prepared them.
Oh, right now, can we take the opportunity to prepare different spells?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since you're working on this.
Since I'm working on this one.
Perfect.
Since I have like no choices in one.
Oh, there it is.
That's what we get for having improved.
Shit, that is a 5th level spell.
That's a good one.
Okay, so freedom of movement or guardian of faith.
Guardian of Faith.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping my turn the devils or whatever.
Well, if you somehow get frozen, we need a pathway.
I will be fine. Fuck off.
So rolling back that rollback, he does cast greater restoration on himself.
Hey!
Nice. It's not a roll 20, but I'm going to prepare just so you know, aura of vitality. For a minute, I can grant any creature within within a 30-foot radius 2d6 hit points, including myself.
Nice.
So as a free action or bonus action, sorry.
What
Bonus
level
action.
spell is that?
That's a 3rd level spell, aura of vitality.
That's not bad.
I'm also going to swap out heroism.
Well, I mean, however you guys want to prepare, I trust you not to fuck with your prepared spells since your long rests. Because I'll be honest, I'm not going to remember what you prepared. I'm going to barely remember what Cal prepared.
All right. Never
Fair
mind.
enough.
But I appreciate your honesty.
Okay, perfect. I was just gonna switch out heroism for divine favor, so I get 1d4 on my attacks.
Oh god, I needed to. Ty, which
needed
one did I
to-
need to prepare?
You want either elemental weapon or divine favor. Divine favor gives you 1d4. Elemental weapon, I believe, if you have it, would get you like a 1d. Let me look it up real quick. No, it's another 1d4 plus your. So you get +1 to attacks, and then the next 1d4 of the damage type that you choose, unless you cast at a 5th or 6th level, in which you get 2d4. But as a 1st level spell, I recommend the, and you probably have access to this one, is Divine Favor. It's
Yeah,
a concentration
I've got
spell,
Divine
but
Favor.
I recommend doing that one.
Your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because you were looking to do more damage, correct?
Yeah, no. No, yeah, no, I was.
Oh, okay, perfect. And
Protection
then,
from good and evil might be good, though.
before I'm looking around, I was like, oh, should I prepare Revivify for the day, or do we have the gold to use it?
How much
I have
gold?
enough. I have enough for one use. I'll prepare it as I'm doing my morning ritual.
I gave you that.
Okay, so well, actually, I'll do that in a second. So as everybody's standing around, like, and we got the honey in our coffee and everything, I'm like, all right. So now that you've heard it, all right. So this is my actual voice. I've actually
Oh, no, I called it. Didn't
Yes,
I
you did.
say? I said that's
did.
not his real voice.
well,
Why
as
would you do that?
Well, growing up on a street edge, and you find out quickly that people will judge you by everything that they can, and so. But I do feel comfortable enough around you to actually drop into my real voice. I would say,
I think it's cute.
well, thank you.
And I
kind
look
of,
over at Lorana and just briefly look back over at Quildrith with a wink.
I wink back. I wink back at her, and like, so. But the thing I was going to say is, I've now been around all of you long enough to actually feel comfortable enough to use my real voice, to show you my real face, and to let you know that I believe that we are here because Sarah and Ray needs us, and that we are actually the right ones for this job. And Cal, I know it feels like you might have, maybe you feel like at some point you have failed, but I want you to know that maybe part of the grand plan was have you attribute to our success. Even you, and I point to what's her name?
Slut on the bed.
Yeah, I just called her you as in character, but I can't remember her name.
Lebrana?
I point over to her. Even you, there's you haven't been annihilated, and you have, you still have the potential for redemption, which is Sarah and Ray's kind of bag. But I would say that each and one of you, I've seen inner strength and so many things that define good people. I feel like I'm in good company in order to take this final quest in. It's a weird thing to have confidence going into a fight with Bitfiend, but you all give that to me, and I think together we can actually do what we've set out to. And I'll use my inspiring leader feat to give everybody 18 temporary hit
It
points.
took me a while to figure out what the hell you were doing there.
I know, right?
Like, my goodness, this is quite the.
I want to earn it. Like, I don't want to just be like, and then I, take, and, and then I do the speech.
I appreciate that. 18?
18 temporary hit points.
Cool.
I can't figure out if he's from the streets or from that prison colony of an island.
Well, first one in the other, actually, it's funny because it started out a little more like down there, but then, my teacher, it turns out he was a bit of an immigrant, and he taught me a little of his ways. So we used to actually, this is just my most comfortable one because that's what me and Andre used to speak with each other, So
I had dinner with Andre once.
Are you serious?
Was he a giant?
No, he
Sorry,
was
it's a movie.
No, I know. I'm just.
Yes, we all know what dinner with Andre.
Yeah, I know. I was seeing if your paladin might actually have because of your travels. So I was. Have you really? The Azamar. Glowing, white hair, glowing eyes. He tried to hide every once in a while.
Maybe. Sounds familiar. Did he wear glasses every once in a while?
Occasionally, yeah, but more reading glasses than like shaded ones.
Oh, very maybe then. Big maybe.
But anyway, I just want you all to know that I am, I think all of us are people of faith, and I want you to know that I have faith in you, and I'm grateful to be here.
Very
I
well
kind of
done.
give a little like goofy smile, like.
Given the context
smile.
and setting of that, I'm going to give you guys one extra hit point.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Woo!
19.
I know it's not
temporary
much,
hit
but
points.
That sword
some-
drop gets his bonus shit.
Considering how few hit points I have, that's a boon.
Same here. And then just curious, does that include Cal? But probably not her because she hasn't been with us long enough. But does that include Cal?
it's across the board.
Oh, beaching. Because
Oh, yeah.
well, I can only choose 6 allies, so that's 6 people, right? 4 plus 2.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Unless you wanted to give extra hit points to the ferret.
I don't think I have to share a language, so I can't.
No, that's true.
You see, Marmot, what he said was. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck Lebrana.
But only if she counts as friendly, because it has to be an ally.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
As far as you know.
as far as you know,
Far as
she's
I
an
know.
ally.
Perfect. And then give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I go into the corner and I start my ceremony and prepare my like I pop open my book, which I wrote in. I made sure to say I wrote in before last night, and I just kind of write down a small, an extra quick note to Saren Ray, basically. This one is a prayer of thanks for my companions, and then it's like 2 sentences, really quick. Close it, and then light my my usual like little fire thing with my sword, and then do my daily prayers, prepare my spells, and turn it off.
Okay.
Does anybody know how much farther we have to go before I can punch this fuckhead in the face?
Not
I'm
much
also
further.
ready
Lorana finally speaking up.
Chop that meat.
What was that?
Not much further.
Is
The-
stealth still a requirement?
It might be. I don't know how you want to move through this prison. Unfortunately, the door that we need to get through is locked.
Let me know when it's no longer a requirement.
I believe locks aren't a super big deal for
This
that
one
right
will
quill
be.
drift.
It's magically protected. It needs a key.
Well, I can dispel magic at least, so we have that going for us, right?
You're more than welcome to try. I don't know if it'll work on this, but I do know where the key
It
is.
does. What's that?
I do know where the key is.
Well, then maybe we should go to the key, Lorana.
Oh, the
Sounds
warden.
like an obvious plan, right?
The warden has the key, and he's in the northern part of the prison, the active cell block.
That seems like a bad place to go.
Well, we have our own personal demon knight.
Sorry,
Quildred.
what?
Talking about me?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Snap my fingers and instantly change back into the Hell Knight look.
The Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am ready for service. It's a fun voice to do, don't you agree?
I like it. I think it's quite good.
You guys have no idea how long I've been waiting to do this.
No, I think we do.
I think you do. You know what? You're absolutely right.
No,
You're
yeah, absolutely. This
right.
is like Hot Fuzz being 40 minutes of, or like an hour of build up for like a 25-minute joke.
The
Damn, that was a good 25-minute
Great,
joke,
so
wasn't
good.
it?
Ah,
Dude.
so good. They even caught the goose.
Swamp!
Alright. Come on, do the thing. Okay, you should have control over that now.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and bink that guy away and give you sight because I forgot to do that.
God damn. How do people sit on secrets? Like, it's super hard.
That's what she said?
Thank you.
How's that for you?
And, oh, perfect.
Alright, well, you guys discuss your plan. I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Okay. So, you know, I know not a lot of you are good at sneaking, and if you want, I can, continue to scout ahead this time. I was just wondering, does anybody have any spells or anything that might boost my ability to see shit that could kill me? Because I don't want to die down here, and I'm sure I won't. So I have faith in that at least.
Some sort of spell to enhance abilities, you say?
I mean, it would be quite useful. I know you're quite an
Shred
inspiring
some-
fellow. That could help, maybe.
Is this going to be worth a spell slot loss?
Well, I was thinking using Bardic Inspiration that I could use for it. I don't know how long Bardic Inspiration lasts, though, so I'm not sure. I would have to look at that. But
Let me check. Let me see if there's something in the songbook here. Let
oh
me see.
yeah,
There's gotta be
of
something.
course. And is anybody put off by this?
That's
Should I go back? To,
It's 10 minutes. You can add
10 minutes,
to 1d8 to your.
and it's a verbal component, so I'd have to get that before going into stealth. Correct?
Okay. All right. Okay. This is the Song of Hearing. Okay. So listen really close because it's very quiet.
Actually, I was thinking, could you use message?
Oh, did you not want a
shoot-
song?
Not right now. No, actually.
Oh.
I was wondering, could you use your message spell to get it to me? Is that a cantrip?
Yes.
So I was thinking, as I was sneaking ahead, you could cantrip cast inspiration by so that way no one could hear you, but I could hear you and get the inspiration from your message cantrip as you did whatever it is you used your inspiring bits to help me with my perception checks, so I don't trick any traps and get myself killed.
I mean, that's fine. If I do it when everyone can see, hear me though. Everyone who can hear me will gain that inspiration die for the next 10 minutes on one ability check, attack roll, or saving roll.
I'm fairly certain you have to choose somebody to inspire.
Nope. As a
What?
bonus action, bardic inspiration. As a bonus action, a creature other than you within 60 feet that
A
can hear
creature.
you.
A creature.
A
single
creature.
Yeah.
That's
A
dumb.
singular
Single
creature.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It's
make
really
any
good in
goddamn
fights, actually.
So close.
Yeah, it's super good in fights, but like, so I was thinking you could use message, so that way
Yeah, yeah.
a message is psychic, so that way only I would hear you, so that way we could avoid you.
And then you can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message. But I should ask our allies. Now that you're, up and going, do you think there's anything you could contribute to our overall success there? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, is your accent changing on
I'm
us?
pretty sure this is it. It doesn't change too much unless I do it too often.
Well, I'm
Right in New Zealand.
going off of what you
to
guys
have
have
some
said.
abilities.
I'm Healy as fuck.
Cal, you've used the F word. I now trust you even more than I did before.
Well,
It's
kind
the sign of an actual paladin and not one of those poser bitches.
kind of don't feel like I'm in over my head anymore.
So what you're saying is you have now fucks to give.
A couple.
Attaboy.
Why?
And you see him clutch to the book a little bit more firmly.
Get the... Oh, yeah. Am I right? Am I right?
Well, no, we need to figure out, do we go try the door, or do we go for the key?
Actually, before that, Genevieve, I noticed you like fighting with two weapons. I do have a weapon you could actually use to fight more effectively, and I kind of hold out one of my daggers to her. This will help get you that little extra bit at the end there. Now you can use your two-weapon fighting to get your +1 AC and get your bonus attack.
Awesome. Thank you.
Of course, yeah, and Cal, you seem to be feeling better. You think you can actually wield this for me? And I kind of hold out my crossbow to him.
What kind of crossbow is it?
It is a light crossbow.
Light crossbow. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I mean, it's better than the jack squat that I've got.
Well, I know you sort of got broken the last one, but I know I can't seem to hit shit with it unless it's like completely surrounded by other people that I want to shoot. So I figured it'd be at least something you can stay back, fire that, and use your you said you're quite the healy fuck, so you can heal the fuck out of us while also shooting the shit out of other things. Jump a smarter too if you want to.
Sounds good to me. And he holds out his hand for it and takes it from you.
I go and hand him over.
You said light crossbow?
Light crossbow.
Okay.
And I hand him all of the bolts. I have 120 bolts.
Wow. Okay.
They're in like a big bundle.
Why did that not accept it?
And just give yourself an over. Can I take back that handy haversack?
I thought I'd given it to you a while ago.
I couldn't remember.
I don't think you gave it back.
So okay, hold on. So reach in the handy haversack, and going into big fights like this, we might as well distribute these potions evenly, and so I reach into the bag, and I think potion of superior healing, and 6 appear in my hand, correct?
Yep.
All right. So how should we distribute this? There's 6 of us, but one of us is technically unproven, and I kind of look for Genevieve for approval.
How many do we have?
We have 6.
And there are. Yes, it's fine.
Okay. And then I hand out 1 potion to every person in the room.
Okay.
And then I reach in and what was the level beyond superior? I forget.
Supreme.
Supreme. I think supreme and how many are in there?
3.
3. And do all 3 appear?
Yep.
All right. So we got 3 supreme, and I figured. No offense to Richard of Anove, but the squishiest of us, I was thinking me, Genevieve, and Cal should probably rock some of these. That way we can keep Cal our heal buddy. And I throw up a hand, like a high five to him to test his morale.
Brings up his hand and
There we go. Me and then Genevieve and Cal, so we can keep you 2 in the fight. And that way you guys don't have to worry as much about us.
I reach out and I take it, but then I look over to Lorana. I hand it over to her.
Oh, damn.
she.
If I go down, I can be revived.
I look over at Lorana. You better earn that.
Please. Yes, I mean, you better.
She
Really.
She takes
For
both of
real.
these potions. She's got a superior and a supreme in her hand, and nods. And
Lorana, speaking of supplies, do you have any you
I
wish to
fucked
add
a
to this party?
succubus.
It's true. We all heard
Did
it.
you watch that?
I was rather upfront, so I was just
Wow.
gonna tell her to not make her feet papper, but you know, whatever.
You know,
I'm
Richard,
sorry. Everyone kind of started yelling at me for the minute there, and I couldn't quite hear.
I fucked a
about it?
succubus. I got an STC. Were you watching that too?
Oh, well, before that, do you have any
Sexually transmitted
supplies?
She just stares at you, slack-jawed.
Back to planning.
Oh,
though.
you missed that one, but you didn't miss me and Lycoris getting it on, did you?
Oh my god.
Well, this is
Then-
going deeper than I expected.
That's what
Yeah,
she
she's
said.
amazing.
That look on her face says
Well, did
enough.
you realize that Cal actually said the same thing you did?
I kind of look at Cal, give him a yeah, buddy,
Shake.
like nod, like.
And he's like, and looks over.
And that's why I
Sorry.
said in yes phrasing.
But seriously though, what do you have to bring to this fight? Do you have any? If we could know what kind of spells you have prepared, or like your general, what do you do in a fight, so we can plan
Well, I'm
properly.
pretty good with a sword right now, and
Excellent.
I have a few spells up my sleeves.
Anything
that's-
Oh,
special?
be forthright already.
Not as much as I'm used to.
Oh, did you not get your full rest?
No, Yes, I did, but
You wasted some time not getting. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully the coffee helps a bit. I only got one pot left, so hopefully we get this done today, eh? But do you have any like save the day sort of massive things that you're holding on to? And as I say this, I unconsciously finger one of the beads on my necklace.
which one is that?
You know which one it is.
The beads.
Oh, which
The
one?
bead that
He's fingering
the
it,
bead
alright.
Beads. He's fingering the beads.
Oh.
that I
Or watch it.
unconsciously am like
Oh.
just kind of like
Finger and
holding
Okay.
on to.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
The
The-
Double
the bead.
diddles.
break glassing. Okay.
This is taking a while.
Well, I gotta look at the.
Hey, why,
I
I'm
gotta look
listening.
at the shit. Well, I have plane shift.
You have that's fantastic actually.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
hold on.
Why are you here if you have plane shift?
Actually,
Because she's here.
but she was only here till yesterday, so you know what? I'll consider that a point in your favor. Thank you for sharing that with us. How many people can you plane shift with?
I can look things up.
I just want to plane properly.
No, that's
I like
fine.
how Jess wasn't in the room for that.
Oh my god,
Oh,
really?
no.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Oh no, I'm gonna pee real quick then, because
We're gonna retcon that,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be right back.
What happened? What's the oh no?
Jess got a phone call and wasn't in the room for that little.
Lorana was not.
I'm gonna grab a
shitty.
drink then too. I'll be right back.
Go for it, boy.
What's up, Brandon?
Let's go, bro.
All right. Let's see here.
Dude,
So
I'm
many
old.
fucking
Got a new
characters.
shower head, and I'm so excited. But I'm really old, apparently.
Why is that?
'Cause I'm excited about a new fucking shower head.
I mean, there's worse things to be excited about.
Dude, there's actual water pressure now.
Noise.
Actually, yeah, not be gross.
What happened?
Me being old and being happy about a new shower head.
He's excited
Hell
to use
yeah.
the detachable feature.
Improvements, yo.
Dude. I didn't feel like having a bit of residue on me anymore after I got out of the shower. I'm like, what is this? I haven't felt this feeling in a long time.
Fuck you, Cal.
That shit where you didn't even know it was gross until you realized, like, oh
Till
wait a
you
minute.
cleaned it.
Oh no, I realized I was always just like, oh dude. Water in here, shit.
Where the fuck is?
Not a fan, dude.
Roll20 is being stupid and won't let me drop
How's it
a
called,
light
bud?
crossbow into Cal's
What are you looking for?
light crossbow. Let's see here.
I think it's just crossbow and heavy crossbow. I think that's the difference.
Still waiting on Jess.
Okay. So one other thing I was thinking about is
I don't know if everyone's back yet, though, mate.
Yeah.
okay, you know, I'll just say it then, never mind.
Like, since we don't want to do a repeat of a repeat.
That's fair. Holy crap! Like, Oh man.
That
here
light
we go.
crossbow for you.
Crossbow, light, and that shit.
I'm having a wonderful time as Claudius. He's so fun.
Action is 1d8 plus 1 piercing.
Yeah, it should be his dex modifier. He should be able to deliver spells through that.
Yeah, the days of James.
Jess is back.
Sorry.
Hey, welcome back.
Hello. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
no,
what am I
Ty
saying?
wandered off. There was a moment that
I think they're gonna reenact it for you.
Yeah, we're gonna try and bring it back for you. Once Ty gets back, which is fine because it gives me a chance to. On. Shit.
Son of a bitch, dick, ass, titties, Kirk.
This is a Christian server.
What am I on, Club Penguin?
Oh god.
Not
been
anymore.
1d8 plus 1. So we're gonna go with this.
Can't be on 4chan in New Zealand anymore.
Or 8chan. Alright, so she's back. Do you wanna
Yes.
So what big bad spells you got for us?
Well, not much, but I do have plane shift.
Benove.
My God, how many people can you move with that? I mean, sorry, if you can planar shift, why are you here? Forgot my
Because
line.
she's here.
Oh.
Wait, so you knew she was coming? How?
I didn't know she was coming when I got my ability to plane shift out again. I realized she was
Amazing.
on this plane, and I needed to stay here.
Alright, then how many people can you take with you?
8.
8.
8.
Oh, there's only 6 of
Wow.
us, so that's quite fantastic.
7, including the ferret.
7 including the oh, do you have to include that's smart, actually.
Yes, you're including Icarus?
Oh no, I was saying it's good that she could, because if not I would leave myself so the ferret could go. He's adorable.
I mean,
Sure.
And I have the greatest chance of escaping due to my, shapeshifteriness. Okay, so we got a plane shift. Cal, you got any big badass spells for us? Anything
well,
plan
let's-
worthy?
We're going up against a pit fiend, right?
Aye.
I think a hero's feast would be pretty nice. Anybody have an expensive ass goblet?
Oh, wait.
expensive ass, you say?
I look through my
I think we
bag
all-
of shit.
It has to be a goblet worth 1,000 gold, which I'm sorry
Nope,
to
I have
report
488 on me, so...
nobody has.
Nope. No carpenter's goblet, sorry.
Yeah, I get that reference.
That's good.
Well, I had at least one in my equipment. If we could find that.
Do you have a possible,
If I were to guess, probably the Warden.
fantastic.
The same guy was the
Has
key.
the key?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we're going to go kill him anyway, so...
perfect. I can
assuming-
get my shit back.
Assuming he's beyond redemption.
So
And,
real quick,
uh,
what is a hero's feast?
It grants us immunity from fear
It should be... Oh, I'm sorry. I whispered that one.
to yourself.
That is a hero's feast.
12
It's
hours.
very good.
It's super good. Immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws at advantage. And then 2d10 hit points for 24 hours.
That's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
All right, so that's priority number 1. Thank you for. That's fantastic. All right.
I'm going to state again. Are we going for the door?
Well, I think we should go
About
for the
the
goblet first, and then go for the door. I mean, we might expend some resources, but I think that at the actual fight, they come in quite handy. Not being afraid of him and all that,
Does one of those correspond with each other?
What do you mean?
Like, if we go for the key, are we going to get the goblet as well, possibly?
Yes, yeah. The guy who has the key should have the goblet as well.
Well, I don't.
Hopefully.
I don't know that for certain. The
Sorry.
last one who took my equipment was the Warden, and given how greedy these bastards are around here, I would assume that he still has all of my equipment, which had a fairly pricey goblet in there, as long as as well as my sword.
Well, to be fair, I have the aura of devotion and courage, so you can't be frightened or charmed if you're in 30 feet of me.
That's actually pretty fantastic.
Pretty
And
sweet.
so, do we want
Oh, no, I'm sorry, 10.
10 feet? That's
10.
not bad.
That's still pretty
actually.
good.
Point being, go for key, possibly get extra boon.
Yes.
Or, well, with limited resources, do we think we'll be able to take another rest like this before having to confront him?
My main thing is it's probably going to be to me to bypass that key need, correct?
I mean, I
Yeah,
would
but
say,
if we can't, then we've wasted time.
That's true.
I
Very
completely
Said
agree.
it was actually an arcane lock of some sort.
Yes.
Yes, the locks around here, especially around the important ones, they're shielded and made so that only certain keys can interact with them. I've tried picking them, and yes, my tall associate, I've tried dispel magic.
Well, there we go.
What were
Get
the
the key.
consequences for trying to pick these things?
It just pushes away the locks. There's no immediate consequence. You just can't get
So,
the damn picks
all right,
in there.
no
Oh, okay.
choice.
All right,
Let's
well.
go get that key. Let's rock and
Let's
roll.
get the key.
Let's get
Excellent.
it. Let's.
Let's
Yes.
go.
So, I was trying to think of a way. How can I tell you that I'll need inspiration for, maybe looking ahead, once I feel like I need it? Is there any way for me to actually communicate with you, Vinove?
I mean, what kind of cantrips do you know?
Oh, I actually don't have any cantrips.
Don't have any.
No, unfortunately.
I'm not sure. Well, I can just message you every little while. I
Okay.
think if I send a message, you can wait to respond to it,
That's
and
fair.
I can just send another message.
All right,
It's a cantrip. I can
that
just do it all day.
Okay, perfect. So we'll plan on doing it that
Here
way.
we go. Testing.
And then
Hey, buddy, respond to this later when you need help.
and I kind of like crack my neck. The duration's only 6 seconds, so you'll have to keep doing it.
I'll just have to keep doing this all the time.
I crack my. You guys see this large hulking armored figure crack its neck and be like, "All right, now it's time for us to dive into this. I will take point." And I kind of walk through the door and like standing full like intimidatingness. I don't have vision on my token, by the way.
Oh, you should.
Oh no, it's super weird. Like I'm not having. Do you have the has sight clicked? Hey, there we go.
I did not.
Okay, perfect. And then I kind of walk through the illusory door.
Okay. You walk right through
Bye.
it, and you see an empty hallway. Order of movement, guys.
I'm gonna go about 30 feet in front of everybody, sneaking.
Okay. Roll a stealth
Richard
check.
takes the rear!
And Benove stays in front of Richard.
Cal's actually gonna kind of take point with the main group and get behind Quildrith.
I kind of like motion to him, like, no, stay here with the group of people. Still be within range of anything that attacks me with that.
He's gonna be with the group, but he's going to be like on point for the group.
He's in front of the group,
Taking
not
point.
next to you.
Perfect.
So Richard and Cal point.
Nope, I'm behind.
Oh, okay.
Rear guard.
Lorana sticks close to Genevieve.
Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna kind of keep an eye out, looking down this corridor. We've already been down this, right? So
Yes.
I'm gonna mainly be looking for anything that has changed since we last.
Roll a perception check.
Beautiful, beautiful. I can do that.
I'm also doing
Eventually.
it since I have nice vision scopes.
Roll a perception check.
13.
You do both notice that the hallways are a little bit more well lit, but it is increasing
day.
your vision range, which everybody should be at 60 feet now.
And I'm gonna kind of sneak up to this doorway and see if I can peek inside of the cell and see if anything is currently in there.
Based off your perception check, nope, you don't see anything.
Perfect. And so gonna keep moving ahead.
Cal's kind of sticking behind you about 30 to 40 feet back.
I'm right behind Cal.
Basically, I'm gonna take 10 feet increments, moving basically slowly and carefully,
Okay.
and then check this next room.
Okay, again, empty room. Nothing really going on in there.
Keep up, folks.
And then super careful on this last room, of course.
Okay. Nothing. Empty room.
And then super careful around the corner.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, so far, so good.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta move 2 tokens. You peer around the corner and you see that the bodies of the Bone Devil and Chain Devil are still there.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Just basically, and is this room also more well lit than we were
Question.
previously?
I have a question.
Yes.
Did either, because we didn't, I don't believe we looked at, like, investigated to see if these had anything on them?
If what had anything on them?
The Bone Devil and Chain Devil?
No, you did not do any kind of looting.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking.
Just gonna, while we walk by, I'm just gonna, like, kick to see if there's another one of those glaives.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to here. Do I see any?
Nope. Again, the passage is a little bit more well lit. The trap that had triggered and brought the noise that had brought the Chain Devil and Bone Devils upon you is still unlit. But the rest of the chamber is a little more lit. You see to your left a large iron wrought door flanked by 2 statues that look to be the twisted visage of Sarenrae that you have seen on the Tower of Altar and at the beginning of the prison.
Which we already confirmed were magical. By me.
Correct.
Should destroy this before we leave. I'm gonna peek around this corner here. Anything coming down that hall?
Nope, you don't see anything.
Perfect. Then I'll
To see if I can hear anything coming from the stairs or anything.
I'm gonna try to keep my distance from that magical statue.
You don't hear any, Genevieve, you don't hear anything based on your previous perception check.
Alright, and then can I see into this room to the north?
Is the ledge preventing you, or is it actually showing?
It's showing. I just want to
Okay.
make sure I'm supposed to be seeing.
It's a short. It's like about 5 feet, so you're seeing at about foot level.
Mhm.
Richard, with your investigation check, you're looking through. You see a pole arm that was used by the Bone Devil. You pick it up, and it actually just kind of shatters like glass silently. And the Chain Devils, their only weapon seems to be the chain that is a part of their being.
Oh, but I was only hoping to get Cal something, so no big loss.
Do I see that pile of bones?
You do.
Okay. And then looking at the I forget the Sarenrae statues. Did they have a magical aura about them? I can't remember.
Yes, they did.
Do you remember how far it was?
Yeah, because I checked.
You feel, whenever you look at it, you feel unnerved and as if something is watching, and you feel unsettled. It's kind of like that feeling of dread that you get, like everything that I've done has been just wrong.
I'm gonna
But
kind of
it's slight.
TJ, move your token.
stay outside of 30 feet of it, and then kind of whisper to Vinove.
Just like listening.
I'm gonna come back to Vinove and be like, "Can you dispel magic on these creepy fucking things?"
I mean, absolutely.
Start with the one to the north.
Where are they? What am I looking at?
see
Somebody
them in a second.
ping them maybe for me.
Come towards my token. You should be able to see them.
Is this it?
Yeah, I want the one to the north though. The one up here.
Oh, alright, sorry. Okay, give me 1 second.
Make sure you have 60 feet.
Skippity boppity brr. Blue 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 blah blah.
Blippity blay blue blah. Touch me.
Blue Blade.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Charisma.
Okay. Bam.
Okay. You reach out, and the statue to the north, the visage doesn't change, but you see this black, eerie smoke emanating from it kind of dissipate. And while still unnerving, you don't get the same feeling of dread from it.
Huh, fantastic.
So
Cal?
go ahead and make sure you mark off your spell slot.
Cal?
What was that for? I'm not gonna lie. Why did we do that?
I felt like something was watching us through that. So maybe if you can do it to the south one as well, that would be amazing.
I mean, I'm using a lot of magic here.
I think it might be.
And they
worth it
already
to
know
look
we're
into that.
here. No?
I don't know if they do or not. But as much surprise as we can have on them might be worth it, right?
Well,
Thinking
and there's
a
no
little bit.
guarantee that if we try to go through that gate, those things won't spark
What if-
life in that.
What if they're the ones holding the magic of the lock, though? What if I can pick it without them?
If you think it'll be worth it, it's...
If you're gonna cast, same thing. Make a spell casting check.
Nope.
You focus on this one, and the black smoke grows a little bit darker and kind of pushes your well-intended magic back. Make sure you mark off your spell slot.
This
But
one's busted.
Spell
I
remains unchanged.
I can't do it with this one.
Well, Cal, can you dispel magic? Well, how about you? And I point to her again.
Oh, no, I can't. Not in the cards today.
That's fair.
Well, no, I can't.
I'm gonna see what I see in the room to the south.
Okay, make a perception check. Actually, based on your previous one, you see a pile of bodies and blood that seems to be a day old. You kind of get the feeling that whatever the bone devil was, and you get the feeling that whoever was in here, the bone devil was eating.
I'm gonna go check
Okay,
the
so
room to the
nothing's alive in there.
Correct.
So I'm gonna go in and investigate, see if I could find anything.
Roll an investigation check. And Quildrith, roll a what are you looking for up there?
Just checking the same, basically the same thing to the room to the north.
Investigation check, please.
Oh, that's not bad for me.
Nice. Quildrith, you quickly realize that this is a this is the plate where the chicken wing bones go after they're done. All the bones and bodies here, while covered in blood, actually hold very little flesh, but plenty of teeth marks and gouges. The bones have been snapped and the bone marrow sucked out of them.
Do I see any equipment or anything?
No. Genevieve, looking around, you see, while some of the bodies still do wear armor, 16. The armor in some places is marked with Sarin Ray. One of the bodies has a broken symbol of Sarin Ray. There is no pertinent equipment. Any armor that they wear are broken, and
Okay.
the top body's been about half eaten.
Well, I take the symbols of Sarin Ray that I can grab, and even if they're broken, and I pocket them
I'm gonna go ahead and remove Icarus, and we're gonna say that he's
with me in my pack.
He's in your pack. One less token
Thank
for
you.
to worry about.
All right. So who thinks I should try the door?
Well, I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
I'm going to step back.
All right. If I die, revivify me, and I hand. Does anybody have revivify ready? Just me?
What?
I do.
Cal? Really? Fantastic. Here's this. I hand him the 300 gold to revivify me if I die.
And kind of holding in his hands, you kind of see him, and you realize he doesn't really have a pouch.
I look at him. Don't worry, I'll be back for that. And if not, you won't find a place to store it anyway. Because you'll be using it.
Good
All right.
luck.
I'll need it. And then I kind of head over to the door itself,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a look at the lock
Roll an investigation check.
and see if I can figure out what the fuck's going on here. I cannot.
It is a lock.
Boy, it sure is.
This door does have a handle, though.
I try the hand.
It's locked. Damn.
And then I'm going to try to pick the lock.
Okay. Roll Thieves' Tools check.
Oh my god. 24.
Nice. So you
Holy
kind of get your thieves. You pull out your thieves' tools, and you're like, I know this lock. And you go to put your thieves' tools in, and then there's just this unseen force that pushes them away. And it's almost like a magnet, a very strong magnet. As you go to put in these small and precise metal tools in, they just push away. And you actually can't, no matter what angle you get, you try to brace your hand, and and you just can't. It won't let your thieves' tools in the actual lock.
And kind of flip off the statue to the south and head back to the body. All right, so yep.
How'd it go?
Real bad, real bad. I know that lock. I've done it before, but I was hoping maybe only having one of those blasted fucking things down would make me be able to pick it, but it's just like pushing into a magnet, you know?
Right, well, let's go.
Magnets.
build a
How do
wall.
those work?
I have no
Who
idea.
knows? Cal, do you have a direction you might think would be good to try as far as...
Well, like Lorana said,
Yeah, so
north.
north? Alright then.
We should probably head back to the main area, though. This, if I remember right. Lorana, correct me if I'm wrong. Prison's broken up into 2 wings. Yes, we're in the southern wing. We need to go to the northern wing.
Split the party.
I don't know. All I hear is breaking the fuck up.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's all
not
breaking
just-
up.
no, please, no. We need to go back. Lorana, you probably know this place better than I do. Yes, we need to go back to the main entrance.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, not the main entrance, but the entrance by the sewers, and then travel north. And this is the southern block. The northern block houses the Warden, from last I saw.
So you're saying we've been
Alright.
going the wrong direction for quite a while?
Well, no. If you're heading towards Olgameth, you're going in the right direction. If you want to actually get at Olgameth, you're heading in the wrong direction.
Alright, fantastic. Do you think we should take the way we took on the way here, or the direction that seemed to keep you all hidden and everything?
Well, there's only one way back to the main entrance, and that's down this hallway. And she points to this large hall to the east.
Oh, so you came from the north. What's up over there? Is anything useful? Or maybe a weapon we can get for Cal here?
Well,
I kind of
The
slap Cal
ones-
on the shoulder.
the Warden's office is up there, so as long as they haven't divvied up his gear, it should be there, along with the key.
Oh,
And,
so you say we don't have to go back down this big hallway, but the way that you... oh, no, I'm saying this way, up here, to the north,
no,
that you
that
came
leads-
from.
That leads to a smaller cell block,
Oh, okay.
just like the one to the south. A dead end.
Right, well, let's go.
Alright, fantastic.
Let's go. Let's make out.
I
Leave
should
the
sneak
fuck on.
ahead.
So bad I
Make a stealth check.
statues.
Snake.
Snake?
Solid snake.
Snake!
Snacks.
Dun, 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 dun,
Snacks?
dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun,
No, no,
All
that
right.
wasn't what they were doing.
Go ahead, move forward.
Checking
Ooh,
cells.
it's a 12.
Make a perception check as you move
Fine.
along,
Just
please.
looks like that.
Don't know why I rolled it, but I did.
Oops, he's
It's
not
a good
that
one.
far ahead.
Standing beside.
Da, 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 da.
Oh,
Distracted by my
Okay.
own theme song. Da-na-na. Da-na-na. And I keep
Quildred,
going.
there's nothing going on in these cells. Continue forward as you wish.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
I'm
Check
gonna
these
give
cells.
you the for expediency. All these cells, you don't see anything in them.
Perfect. Can you just move us to the next place then, where
Sure. Let me
Story becomes
zoom
relevant again.
out a little bit. We're going to thank you for that idea because I was trying to figure out how to expedite this. And Vinobe and Zenevieve. Bam. Okay.
all right, hold on, give me a second. I'll have to zoom out so I can find it.
And this is as you moved your way up, you recognize this is the main hall in which you entered. This, if you notice my ping,
Yep.
is where you guys entered from the sewers. And as you pass the kennel that Quildrith got all those devils to murder each other, the bodies are gone.
Their equipment ain't left. Any those
Everything is gone.
glaives?
Everything is gone.
I'll just curious.
Remember how I said, Vinove, that I thought they were cleaning up the bodies?
You were completely right. Well deducted.
Oh, actually,
Richard.
Let's
Good
see.
for about something for once.
Wouldn't-
do you want to?
Shithole.
Could you, Cal? Can you use a quarterstaff?
No, he's
Nope,
not
okay.
hitting staff.
That's fair.
Cal, can you use a great sword?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good
Great,
idea.
we have one in this sack.
I think
Um,
it's a terrible idea.
Why is that a terrible
what
idea?
greatsword do you have in the sack?
Because it was in.
We have one from the thing.
Yeah,
And
from
I
a fallen
don't-
paladin. Oh, wait a minute. I pull out the Wand of Identify
Oh yeah.
and identify the fucking giant greatsword.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Oathbreaker's blade.
Yes.
I just have in my notes, crazy greatsword, identify later.
Well, it's later, ain't it?
Boy, it sure is.
Hold on a
Oh
second.
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
No, he's
Oh,
not getting
gosh.
this. Need
And
this.
identify would identify exactly how cursed it is, because I know it's cursed.
Oh yeah, it's probably like the great sword
Okay.
of
So
Great
did
sword
that,
of
genitalia shrinking and falling
self-fucking.
off.
Oh my God.
Did it drop for you?
Oh, yep, Oathbreaker's
Okay.
blade. Okay. It is a +4 magical greatsword, 3d6 +2, martial, heavy, two-handed. +4 to hit. Blade can give wielder advantage to attack rolls if the wielder acts independent of a group. Target cannot be affected by magic from allies or targeted by melee or ranged attack from allies for one full turn since the wielder's previous attack. So, you're on your own if you use this. And
As you use the wand, you get all this information from it, and then darkness hits you.
Cursed. This blade is cursed. It requires a wisdom saving throw of 20 to unequip or unattune from. Any creature that is killed with this blade, the wielder must roll a wisdom saving throw of 18 or suffer 1 point of corruption. Greater Restoration can lift this curse, but not the corruption gained by it. So that's the Oathbreaker's blade we've got here. Bit cursed.
Nobody
Maybe you-
fucking use it.
That's a terrible, terrible thing. We should melt it down for parts.
I completely agree.
Alright, well, sorry, Cal. Thought I might have had something. Turns out not much. Let's keep going.
Man. That was the DM saying that, not Cal.
Does he have anything?
Oh my god.
He has a crossbow that you see him kind of like walking down the hallway with.
And then
I toss him the dagger. Right there.
No, he's no. You need that. I have another one of those actually. So I pull up my last dagger and hand it over to her. So you don't want to lose your advantage.
Alright, alright.
Look, worst case scenario. Well,
I
best
guess-
case scenario, the moment that we don't have to stealth around like assholes, I would actually be going back to the staff.
I check
For all
my
I care,
beads.
Cal could have this glaive.
Oh, that's fantastic. I check
Can't
the
really
beads.
use it and my shield at the same time.
Are you
but I
handing
can
it to
use
him?
My shield right now, because holy fuck, it's just it would be the worst stealth decision ever made ever.
Are you handing the glaive to him then?
No, I said if
Oh,
if stealth is no longer a thing, and I can use my fucking shield again, I will then give him the staff.
Okay.
Not the staff, the glaive.
I check my beads.
Still not there yet.
One of Identify. It's only been used once since it recharged. I'm gonna use the Identify for the.
Hold on 1 second here. I gotta roll for that. Okay.
For how many charges it goes back. And then I try to do an Identify on the blue whip thing.
The blue whip thing. Very nice.
Blue
very
whip?
nice. Blue
Blue,
whip.
blue whip.
You pull out the
You
wand,
see that it's a nene.
and
Much like my hair, it's whipped back and forth.
you have to yourself a rope of entanglement.
Oh, look at this. Rope of entanglement, y'all. You
Oh,
can.
does it? This?
It's a command. You get actually quite kinky with this one. It's command word. DC 15 Dexterity saving throw becomes restrained, and you can use your bonus action. Oh, hold on. It's
Sorry.
With breaker blade. 1
That
second.
was my bad.
Oh, you're good. And then the target creature has to make a DC 15 Strength or Dexterity check to not become de-restrained. Rope has an AC of 20 and 20 hit points, and 1 hit point for every 5 minutes as long as it has at least 1 hit point. If it drops to 0, it is destroyed. The command word for this seems to be Neophyte. It
You
doesn't
just
seem to
throw
require.
it and it tangles people?
And
Is
it
that
does
the
not
thing?
require attunement, is the best thing about it. And it doesn't seem to be cursed according to the wand. Who thinks they could make the best out of this?
Do you need to wield it the entire time, or can you throw it and then hit it with a sword?
That's not correct. It's not neophyte. It is convert.
It is what?
Convert.
It is convert.
Well,
You
I
need to
would
you need to be
for
holding
somebody
one end of the
to
rope, so you have
attack.
to have one free hand.
Oh, don't lie then.
I would say that it's whoever needs to hang back from heights.
And it's a 20 feet throw, so you can hit it something with 20 feet and restrain it. So you don't have to be in combat, like 5 feet away from it for it to use.
Genevieve, take it.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you.
I can make use of this anyway.
I hand
That's
her the
and you
rope.
might be able to use it to get away from shit, so I don't have to waste a 4th level spell again.
Okay, go ahead and
that would
add
be
a
good.
rope of
But I
entanglement.
have my Misty Step back, so I can use it myself.
That's good, but let's still just...
Safe and sorry. Got it.
Thank you.
And then I think that's everything.
Rope of
I have
entanglement
correct.
is mine.
That was on the note.
Let's see here.
I mean, now's the time. Yeah, because I had there was an endless rope. That way we got that. Those are the 2 things we got off of the Oathbreaker. Everything else has been identified in the track. There was an endless rope, and the Kentler vents water, breath of truth and light, 2 of them, dry rations, and then I turn to you, and I point to the girl. Do you have a holy focus?
Me?
Yeah.
And you see her get really nervous all of a sudden. I don't need one.
What do you mean you don't need one? Why don't you need one? Everybody needs one.
She's part celestial.
Oh, it's in your blood. So your blood's your focus. That's all you had to say. I'm quite strange myself when I give her like a cartoon.
And I like,
I get that a lot. Yeah. Too much. Got it.
let's stick with the disguise for now. I mean,
Let's not try to give orders to me. All right. Cool.
fair.
No, I'm kidding. Actually, if you have any good ideas, I'm prone to listening to them. All right. Does anybody have anything else that we've picked up that I'm forgetting about while I have this wand out?
No. We already identified. Yeah, the glass melon with smoke. That was the memory, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And then the lich finger and pouch. Would that be worth identifying, or is that we?
It's not magically inclined enough. Looking at
Cool.
it, you don't think it's magically inclined enough to worthy an identify.
Do we just want to destroy that
That's what I
fucking
figured.
finger?
What?
Do we want to destroy that fucking finger?
I don't know. Is doing anything to anyone?
Well, I mean, it's not so much that, is it? Like, it seems, bad.
Well, there are other focuses we should be worried about.
You know what? That's fair.
Let's
That's
go
fair. Just,
forward,
We
right?
should press
let's
on.
go. Let's
We're
get
kind of in the
into the
open.
warden.
all right, all right. Just trying to
Moving
take some
on.
advantage. And so I'm gonna sneak to the north. Sneak to the north.
Okay,
Ciao, ciao,
Slide
slow.
with me now. Slide with.
go ahead and move your token. Cal's gonna
Oh, shit.
post up on this
That's not what I
corner.
expected you to say.
Yeah. I need a stealth check. Okay, go ahead and move up.
Here come the man in
amazing.
black.
And I'm gonna be
Galaxy
keeping an eye out for anything in
defenders.
these cages or chilling.
Perception check.
Perception check. That is one of my least favorite checks I have right now. But I will do it.
Okay. Good to know.
Oy vey.
Good to know.
Good to know that you failed DC 15 perception. He thinks. Alright, I'm gonna get up to here and look into this big fuck off room with the skeletons.
You see the door is shut, and you see a couple of racks, torture racks, and a bunch of skeletons, some fresher than others, manacled to the wall.
Does it look like it's a way through or just a singular room?
Looks like a dead end.
Then ignore it. Sneaky sneak my way up here.
Okay. What just happened there?
How's it looking, buddy? Down there, I can't read this guy.
Dunno. Did you get that ping I sent ya?
Oh man, new
Glancing
one
in
just
the
popped
sail.
up, and
All right. You see a body, a little fresher than the rest, but still dead.
A little fresher than the rest. And then I'll check this. This top one does not have a door, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna be real careful. Kind of peek around the corner, just the head and horns.
You see another body, and it is dead.
Like super fresh or like
Not super fresh. The blood is dried and sticky, but still pooled.
Do I have any indication it might turn undead and like raise up?
Rise up,
Make
rise
a
up.
Arcana check.
Sure, why not? Arcana.
Can we investigate?
Doesn't seem
the body,
magical.
or-
All right. Perfect.
It's not a body that we caused, is it?
No.
Can he just
No.
use divine sense?
Oh yeah, I'll use divine sense to detect good or evil.
Okay.
Evil smells bad. Good.
Click it.
Click it real good. All right,
Click
I think
it.
I have it. Hold on one second. I will copy and paste it.
It's not a real thing here.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Nice, thank you, sir.
You do not sense any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you.
Well, that's actually quite comforting.
Not even part celestial. 'cause
Except
what
for
the fuck?
Lorana?
Vampire would count as
What's
undead,
the,
to give you a frame of reference.
Obviously.
60 feet.
60 feet? I might have just counted the distance wrong. No, you don't sense anything.
I mean, you'd be able to sense Lorana, though.
I don't sense
No, he
anything,
doesn't sense
though.
anything.
She's celestial.
Supposedly, Lorana,
Oh. Wait, where is she?
35 feet away.
Yeah, she's up here.
I kind of make my way back and like I'm gonna talk to people about something, and I kind of insert myself between Cal and Serena. So couldn't help but notice you're not celestial anymore. And I whisper this to her like in confidence.
What? Oh. Never mind.
I just want your explanation. I know things can happen beyond my control, but help me out here.
Roll a persuasion check and then a stealth check.
Oh fuck!
And then anyone who wants to try and overhear this, roll a perception check.
Absolutely, I'm a
should I
busy
do
body.
sleight of
I'm
hand?
nosy
or-
as fuck. Oh, yeah!
Okay, so persuasion, and then what was the other one?
Stealth.
Get past these. Oh!
Okay.
Fucking bring it.
Oh.
34.
Damn. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Lorana kind
fuck.
of looks around and she looks at you and
Persuade anyway on your way through the parking lot.
and Vinove and Zenevieve, you both hear this. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry to make you have those rolls. I need your passive. You know what?
What?
No, I'm
No,
sorry.
they're
You know what?
actively-
Quildrith walked back and started talking to her, so that would merit a
Vinove
perception check.
definitely drops all
That's
the
fine.
time.
Lyrana kind of looks over her shoulder and leans into Quildrith, and she whispers, I've lost my divinity.
Okay. It's not entirely encouraging thing to say. How?
Well, it's a very long story, and it involves leaving her, but I'm here trying to fix it.
Yes. but
Oh! Oh, I ruined it. I ruined it. Ah!
I do apologize, but this is something that is not. You can yada 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 long story your way through. This would require an
No,
explanation.
you don't. That's what she gets.
Well, no. I mean, like, if she's gonna, if she lost her divinity through something, a pact that would be to, befriend us and betray us, or something horrible like
It
that.
wasn't a pact.
So it was just a
I
regular
was-
deal.
I was deceived.
How are you deceived into losing your divinity?
I thought I was doing the right thing, and I broke my oath.
Listen, I don't want you to think that I'm not with you and that I'm not on your side, but I will need. You've given me nothing. You've given any of us nothing but contempt. Only because she knows you is the faith, and we know her, and we trust her by now, is the faith that you're running on. Give us something. Anything, just break it into 5 minutes if
Look,
you can.
I'd rather not go into this in the open, but if it is necessary,
Oh no, do explain.
I've also been listening. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
she kind of sees you all approach, and you see her kind of looking down the hallways like, are we really doing this right now?
Cal, could you keep watch?
Sure.
Thanks, dude.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for him.
Oh,
Good
fuck.
choice, Ty. Good choice.
Doing well, I see.
You see him. He kind of walks forward a little bit.
Obviously, still listening.
And he's just. You see him like standing down the hall, but
Is Richard still?
I'm gonna go help him.
I mean, technically, you don't know he rolled a 1.
No, but Richard wasn't interested in the conversation. I'm afraid.
Richard doesn't care.
Yeah, Richard doesn't give a fuck about this conversation.
So,
Straight.
Lyrana, I was visited by Sarenrae the night I left you. I was told to grab everything I owned and everything you owned and go to Valenhall. There I would find a keeper of the temple, and he would direct me on my quest, my divine quest. There I found someone, and they directed me to kill a fiend, a succubus, that was manipulating the political realm, and I did.
You're breaking up.
I was told that there was a succubus in disguise manipulating the political realm of the city of Valenhall. Valenhall. And I killed the fiend, but it wasn't a fiend. I was deceived. And in my selfish attempt at escape, I killed innocents and I broke my oath. My power was stripped from me, and since then I have sought a path of redemption, which is why I am here.
Do I believe her?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, ditto. I'm gonna see if I believe that too.
Roll an insight check. She seems forthright.
Okay.
You seem forthright to me.
Perfect. That's
So you can't go home to Valen Hall either, huh? Oh, look at the good fortune that we're visited upon. Oh,
Oh man.
you
Well,
are a sad, sad woman right now.
I give her just this the straight. I just give her a straight, honest look and be like, "What?
okay,
I believe you.
let's go. Time to
believe in
keep
redemption.
moving along. We'll get you that divinity back. Don't worry. Let's roll.
I believe in you, and I believe in redemption. So, but both of us know part of redemption is earning it, and I know you're well on your path to doing that. And we're here if you need us." And then I kind of start stealthing ahead again.
As you stealth ahead, you realize that Cal is writing in the Book of Light and Truth instead of looking around.
Cal, next time.
Nice watch, dude.
Cal,
No.
um,
Cal, are you serious
I appreciate.
right now?
Actually, I do appreciate the need to make it your own, and that you're
I
writing your story is an
don't. I'm
important
not a
part
big
of that.
fan at the moment.
Especially to make it your holy focus when you have no other. I kind of like give Vanova a look like he doesn't need this man. Come on.
Him look like he was giving watch.
That's fair.
Barnabas?
Just nod knowingly. But next time when I ask you to, probably don't whip out the book. Yeah.
I was paying attention. Kind of gives you that look like a kid who just got caught doing something.
Cal,
I was-
just promise me you won't whip out a book when you're supposed to be looking in, hell dungeons
Oh,
next time.
Oh, all right. No. Okay. I'm cool.
Thanks,
Sorry.
buddy. That's good.
Okay. Go ahead and keep moving.
Do I need to do a new stealth check or anything?
Yeah. Do a new stealth check and then a new perception check.
Oh, there's somebody in this one.
Yeah, he did. I tell you, he did.
And there's somebody in that one too.
Stealth and perception. Okay.
Bully.
You want to keep moving forward.
Well, dude, you're already kind of stealth. You could probably just walk without any stealth.
Okay, was I
Because you're
supposed to say that?
disguised.
Nope.
Then I didn't say.
You didn't see it.
I'm gonna keep sneaking forward. The doors all look locked though, right?
They're closed.
Bunch of gold handles on my way through.
They don't readily open.
Perfect. Sneaky. This looks awfully familiar.
As you move down the hall, you realize that there's what appears to be a partial collapse of the hallway.
I put my back to it and I just listen real hard. That was my perception of 2. I look around the corner anyway. I assume, right?
Seems fine.
Okay. And then I look around the corner.
Seems fine.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Go ahead and sneak forward.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Also taking a look.
Roll a perception check.
It's a reading.
All right.
Okay. Keep moving forward. If you want. Genevieve, your perception check, you see the collapsed structure. The door to your south is to an open cell, but nothing seems in it.
Okay.
Quildrith, more locked doors.
I'm like carefully trying the doors a little bit as I
Okay.
go. Just to make sure that they're locked, but like super careful, like do not want to make any noises.
Okay.
I'm just on a tour of hell over here.
As you move down the hall, you hear a voice from the cell next to you. Who's there?
I do not see what I think I see, do I?
Roll perception check.
Like, I know what that is, but Squildrith. With his perception, probably not.
Roll another perception check because you were prompted. You see what you think you see.
I don't change my voice. I keep the disguise. Come to the bars.
Oh, you know well that I can't.
Do your best.
You hear a rattling of chains as he kind of pulls his hands. You see that he's manacled to the wall.
A prize I had not expected to see here.
Surprising, considering how long I've been here.
And how long have you been here, pathetic?
You would know better than me.
You don't even know the time.
Come, is this the time for torture? If not, leave me alone.
Actually, now is the time for honesty. How came you here? I know you believe in redemption, correct? Give it a try on me.
He gives you the finger.
Now that is no way to redeem anyone, is it, cleric?
You're beyond redemption, Oathbreaker.
So you know me. I hold up my hand so no one else gets in through the door.
Everyone knows you.
Are you sure?
You see him kind of...
And I keep the disguise, only the voice changes.
He looks, and it's hard because it is thick bars in this one. There are only very small slits to see, but he looks up for the first time. And you see him kind of squint.
Make me believe again in redemption.
If you really want to hear my take on redemption, remove your helmet. Let me look into the eyes of an Oathbreaker to see who he truly is.
Redemption does not require identity. Something my teacher taught me.
But trust sometimes does, doesn't it?
You have nothing to lose. Trust is not something you require, but something you build. Also, a teaching.
I have plenty to lose, like these shackles.
So you agree it's only to your benefit?
Well, unless you plan on coming in here and unlocking me.
So you really are dead?
I toss a
To
pebble
some.
at his foot and kind of give him a what the fuck motion with my hands.
Make a general dexterity check, just to make sure you hit him.
That was a save, now check.
Oh, whoops.
That's fine. It's
All
good
right.
enough. You rolled a 16 on it. Quildrith, you feel a rock, a little pebble hit your foot from the right.
I have
Like-
my arms out, hell, just kind of like, what the fuck, dude? What's
I-
going on?
I death glare sideways, and then with my eye that's away from him, give her a wink to assure her, and then look back.
You're
into the cell.
helmeted. She can't see.
I have no eyes.
The helmet is.
Okay.
It's all in. It's. Yeah. Can't see your
With
eyes. In that
so
helmet.
I bodily turn and with my arm that's up away from what I think I see, I give her a like it's an okay like symbol, like thumbs up, and then just like a hold.
Send a message.
Like, don't move.
What
Okay.
What is going on?
Something.
I just give a thumbs up and a hold sign.
A dead
Kinda lowers
person.
his crossbow.
A dead person I was expecting to see is here. I replied to his message mentally.
Okay.
A dead person. Oh, okay. He says a dead person he's expecting to see is here. No, I don't know what he means. I think the demons are making him as vague as they are.
So all you have to lose are shackles, and you don't wish to.
Shackles, life. Either way, it's a reprieve.
What would you do to earn this reprieve? I can grant either.
Well, depending on who stands behind the door, there is a key, or there are chains. The chains are found, you would know. Well, the key is found to the north and to the east.
Nothing, then. You're telling me things I know. I asked you of redemption, to know how broken you are. You have no words of redemption, and that is hilarious.
I don't have words from redemption for you. Either you've gone too far past them, or you've already heard me speak them.
It's sad to hear. You told me anybody.
I knew you've heard those words before.
But you've betrayed the trust, so I can't let you out, and you know why. You're supposed to be dead.
I know, and I have been.
And you know you've told me of the tricks of evil. And in this place, anyone who we tried to help, we've had to kill. If by some miracle we succeed in what we are doing, which I can't share with you just in case, I promise you I will come back for you, and I know you understand. I just, to this point, don't want to be the one.
You hear Cal kind of cough off to the side when you see.
I wave him over. I wave everybody over. Everybody, and for reasons that I don't need to explain.
Hi.
This is Andre, my father.
Hello.
I'm your father?
Oh,
Yes,
good lord. No
it's-
wonder you don't want to let him out. That
Distant-
issue?
Giant!
Distant relations. I understand, Quildrith. I don't know if I'll be here if or when you come back, but
Would you give me something to let me know you are who I think you are? Anything, please.
he kind of pauses for a second. So, tell me, it's been a while since we've seen each other. Have you started remembering the eyes?
I'm sorry. You have to work with something we both... You have to start with something we both know. You can't start with the... You have to establish something first. You know this. You've
Your
taught me this.
Eyes, Quildrith, have you remembered to change them? You always forgot as a child.
Yes, Andre, it is you. Or, if you have, you've done your homework. Just curious, how good of a Alright. Now, Andre. How long?
I don't know. I remember the night when that group burned down the temple, and I don't remember much after that.
Well, here's
There was
what
a
I
void,
Here's
starlight, and then here.
So he's soul snatching then. Because in my memory, this is what happened. The cathedral was on fire. a hooded man came to represent the crowd and finish you off. For the first time, only time ever, I saw you use violence against another. I saw that your blade made of fire pop through the back of him where his heart should be, and you wish him redemption as you fell, bleeding out on the floor, and no divine magic would bring your soul back to its body. Tell me what you read of that.
Well, if what these creatures around here have said is true, then my soul was cast adrift. I was not claimed, but I don't believe that. And I don't really know what to make of it. They've tried to convince me of that for Saren Ray knows how long. But I found myself here, them trying to convince me of their truth.
Just as a comfort to me, would you cast the light cantrip?
I can't cast anything in these. And you see him raise his hand, and as he kind of opens his hands are up, and as he kind of opens his hand, you see a slight bluish glow to the shackles.
I use divine sense again.
Use that shit.
So it'll be the second one of the day. Anything 60 feet.
Okay.
And I also tap him after he does it.
It's your father, God.
Trust me, he understands. He knows all of evil, and he taught me these precautions. He won't. It's.
Is he as long-winded as you are? We'll be here forever.
Oh yes. What do you think I learned?
Oh, good Lord.
I know.
Well, that should say enough right there.
Oh, trust me, I want more than anything to believe him, but everyone we've come across here has been either corrupted or in need of killing, and it's not within me to do, and I wouldn't force that upon any of you, so for right now, I'm trying to assure myself.
You reach out with your divine sense, and you feel the evilness around you. Everything, the ground you walk on, each cell that you pass is desecrated. The place reeks of evil and fiendish influence, and then it just stops at the door.
All right then. Well, let's try this then. Worst comes to worst, my life for redemption, and I pick the lock.
Roll a thieves' tools check.
Thank God, I thought it was gonna murder me. That's what I would have did. You die suddenly and horribly.
You bring up your thieves' tools to pick the lock, and the same magical influence that you found on the door previous pushes your lockpicks away.
No.
You have to get the warden key.
Andre, I'm so sorry.
There's a key, Quilder. The warden doesn't have it. My keeper.
Who's your keeper?
I don't know her name.
Her. You, over here now, please.
Are you pointing to
Yeah,
Lyrana?
whatever I
Okay,
said.
she walks over. What?
Her?
No.
Perfect.
I appreciate your thoroughness, but it is an errand, yes.
An errand, yes, okay. Perfect. I quickly check the bag for anything from the errand, yes, and then remember she was unsummoned and we couldn't kill her.
Correct.
Alright then, does anybody have any healing spells with any range?
Don't, Quildrith.
I am-
Quildrith, don't bother. The door blocks it.
Okay.
Find the key. The errand, yes. She's in the block to the north, I think. I always hear
so
her
on our way.
footsteps, and to the northeast, I think.
Any advice on weaknesses?
Well, if you are who I certainly hope you are,
I transform my face, give him a wink and a smile, and then transform it back.
then you have everything that you need, what I've given you.
We'll be back for you.
Good luck. I'll be here, I guess.
Kind of
glad
give
your
him a
spirit
small
is-
one.
We'll be right back.
I'm glad you're unbroken, at least spirit-wise. And then I stealth on.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Hi.
meet you. Oh,
There are worse places to meet people, believe it or not.
I doubt that highly.
everyone that participated in that conversation, I need a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Stealth, please.
check.
And this is where I fuck it. No, not as bad as you thought I would.
Now watch me fuck it this time, because I'm also distracted thinking about daddy, no. Okay, no,
Coldred would make the best stripper, really.
dude, anything
my
you
God.
want.
All the
strip.
daddy issues.
Right? All the daddy issues, the shape changing.
Actually, he'd probably have more mommy issues than
I
daddy
prefer
issues.
women
make a
who are more
killing.
petite. Oh, no problem. No, I like busty women.
I-
Give me anime tits now.
And let me guess, you
This
probably
is how we smothered a lion.
I'm glad Richard didn't say anything.
So are we. Alright, so 20.
Okay,
Do I need
good
to
to
do
know.
perception or?
If you're going to look around, go and do a perception check.
I'm so on point.
You are good.
Alright, so I sneak up. I assume I don't see anything.
Go ahead and place your token, please.
I did. I just moved
Okay.
it forward.
Where you're at, no, you don't see anything.
I just saw you measure something.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
see
Just a
it.
heads up.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna
hide from
I'm
others.
gonna roll with my 1 though and pretend like I didn't see that. And I'm going to step. I'm guessing right here's about where I'm gonna fuck. So I'll just go ahead and drop it. What happens?
You step forward.
I'm guessing a wisdom saving throw.
No, you just step forward.
Okay. And again.
Okay. Hold on.
Holding on.
Okay. You're good.
Okay.
You have stepped forward.
Oh, I think I see. Okay, I as a player see
Okay.
these candle things that have been notoriously.
You're
Full
not
of
paying
curses.
attention enough.
Okay, perfect.
They look unlit to you.
All right, so I'm gonna.
It's your daddy issues, bro.
Daddy, why did you eat my fries? I'm gonna go north
Okay.
because he said north.
Go ahead.
Follow
Can I roll a
around.
perception check based on where I'm at?
Venove.
Well, with
And the
Zenevieve,
dice?
since she rolled pretty good.
Genevieve, you as you approach this corner, you see that there is another skull with lit candles on the pillar.
Okay, I hold my hand out so nobody goes past me. Like, there's another candle.
Venove, what's your rank? 60 feet. You notice just past the pillar, and you see it as well as she points it out. You see a pile of rubble and just a cave-in at the far end.
Was that caved in before? Have we been here?
No, we haven't been here yet.
Well, it looks like something really bad happened over there.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Also,
Lorana! Put the candles out!
please. So kind.
Lorana moves up to you.
Cal, you could also take a shot with that
I,
little crossbow we got.
If we're trying to be stealthy, I wouldn't recommend it. It might alert anyone nearby.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so very
Just
carefully we move around.
Just stay a good distance away from it. We should be all right to this hallway to our north.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am hugging the wall at this point, just kind of.
Same.
Um,
And I like look at Coldreth and I try to get his attention. I kind of like wave around a bit with my hand.
Candle!
Or I just send him a message with the brain.
Okay.
That weird candle thing again.
I look over at the candles.
You should
Do I notice
pay a
they're
little
lit?
more
You
attention.
realize that they are now lit, and you are right on the verge of where you think it would probably set off.
I send back. Thanks for the heads up.
Let's try going north. This way.
I gotta sneak back this way. And I start sneaking around the corner.
Go ahead and make a new perception check.
Nice job, team. Saved me from myself.
May I make another perception check as well?
Temporarily.
Because
Just
now I
Quildrith
don't
so
trust
far.
his ability.
Just Quildrith so far.
Okay.
You feel more confident in your check now that you brought hit upon him.
I'm gonna sneak up
Okay.
to this now.
Okay. You don't see anything in the cell. Just another torture rack. Seems
Alright,
to
make
be
sure
the
not to
popular
get more
theme
than
down here.
35 feet away.
Okay.
Why did you eat my fries?
Richard and Vinove, are you guys moving up with them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying, but I'm in the back, so I'm waiting for him.
Oh, fair enough.
Anything in this cell?
Nope. Some rubble.
Sneaky, sneaky. Look at all this rubble. That's a good rubble. I'd call it a Barney of rubbled.
Robble.
Oh my god, how did I know you were gonna do that?
Because it's fairly obvious.
He's awful.
Because I'm terrible. Hey, Freddy,
The
you
low
think I'm
hanging
awful?
fruit, huh?
Hey, Barney, why don't you shut the hell up? All right, that's enough.
Okay. Okay. Just for that, I'm spawning 8 bone devils behind you.
Oh shit!
As
Did
you
not mean to. I was gonna sneak around that corner.
It's
for the record.
fine. It's you're 20 of stealth. You're coming up to this this cell door, and just looking at it, you realize it is mostly closed. Definitely not locked, and you see an Aaron, what appears to be an Aaron, yes, a woman in sleek black armor with red feathered wings, folded at her back, a shining blue rope at her hip, and she is rummaging through weapons and packs on the table in front of her.
Oh, Aaron, hell no.
Aaron, yes.
I kind of wave everybody, but like urgently, and then keep it like a kind of.
Anyone that's going to move up to Quildrith, I need a stealth check.
Oh shit, I already moved up, so yeah. Boop. That means you get to do some pretend acting, huh?
Sweet. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Run in there and yell like what this bitch is doing, you know, how dare she touch the word shit.
As the two of you move down the hall, Quildrith, you watch as the Aaron Yes working on the bench, she kind of raises her head.
And then as she raises her head, I'm going to say, "Oh fuck! You abandoned me."
Make a performance check
With
at advantage because you spent more than a minute with him
Oh my god!
because it was a very long fight. Okay. And
Something. That's something for sure.
19.
she turns around. She has now grabbed a sword off the table, and she looks at you and squints. And just to make everything easier, I'm gonna roll initiative real quick and get through at least one round.
Dun, 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 dun. Damn.
Oh shit. Poor.
It's my old
That's
man
what
yell.
I've rolled yet.
Oh, at least I rolled for her.
I'm confused. What is an Aaron Yes?
It's a. type
They're
of
kind of
It's
like,
a high-ranking devil.
Oh.
It's
Yeah, they kind of look like angels, except like the devil version.
Before we get started, can I grab a drink real quick?
we've only got a couple more minutes,
Perfect.
so we're gonna
Power through.
at least one round and see where we end up.
She's
Okay, so Vinove, you actually don't know what is going on. You see Quildrith walk up to this door, and
Well, I was
Say-
supposed to stealth up next to him with my mildly terrible stealth check. Is that still a
I
thing
didn't
or no?
see it. Where did it go? Okay,
It's an
11.
11.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
So what can from where I'm at? Do I know what's going on?
You don't see anything. There's a very narrow opening in the door. It's about this wide. Unless you were
is
to
it-
open the door, Quildrith, or step out of the way.
And you just hear me
As
say, "You abandoned me," in my creepy voice.
You get the feeling he's trying to break
I
his way out
will
of this.
light my sword on fire, and I'm gonna ready an attack. If she comes through that door.
Okay. Quildrith, you're up.
Well,
Hey, it's not in order.
it is not.
Is
an
it?
order.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's not.
Sorry. All
Same thing.
right, Richard, you're up.
Well, I see a sword getting lit up,
Yeah, that's fair.
but I don't see anything else. Just gonna move my happy ass right about. Movement. spin the glaive around in my hand and just wait.
You also didn't put Lorana in the role either.
Oh, she
Yeah, I
was
just realized what I did. My bad. It's a lot of things to click, Kyle. Okay, so Richard, you readied in action?
Nope.
Okay.
I just moved. That's
You
all I
just
did.
moved up. A clanky boy.
Clank, 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 clank,
Unless you wanted to move stealthily.
Clank, 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 clank.
I mean, I could try.
Might as well.
No reason not to if I'm not going to use my action.
Yeah. I mean, this would be technically a hide as your action. Okay, good to know.
You know what else is
Quildrith.
good to know? Because I'm a clanky boy, it's at disadvantage.
Yep, 7. Quildrith, you're up.
One of them cared about our prisoner. Give me the key. I want to inflict damage. I want revenge.
That'll be my action.
Okay. Roll a deception check.
Seriously, do I get advantage?
Noise.
This
don't
is
need it.
ridiculous.
You know what? Roll it at advantage.
Oh, okay.
You're in disguise.
Woo! It's
That's
exactly,
exactly
the
the
theme.
theme.
All right.
Lyrana is going to move up stealthily. Okay. Cal is going to. He's going to hold his action. He's got his crossbow ready, and he's going to hold for a target.
Nice.
Genevieve.
Let's see. I'm gonna have my rapier and the dagger drawn, which is fun because I don't have it on the thing.
It's just a regular dagger. You can click. If you go to the index, you can click and drag the dagger into your.
I'll do
image.
it.
Okay. So I have that readied in case she comes out, but I'm holding.
Okay. So you're holding an attack with your dagger if she comes in range or past Quildrith?
It's an attack action, so it'd be her rapier and dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, my rapier and dagger. So basically, if she comes out that door, I'm attacking her.
Okay.
Looking to injure me, correct?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
We have to specify those sort of things. or
Okay.
else-
Okay.
All right. The Aaron, yes. Looking at Quildrith. She draws her blade, and she is going to run straight at Quildrith. And stop right there. Vinove, you're up.
So the door is closed?
The door's mostly closed. It's about that far open. Oh, I'm sorry. No, the Aaron Yes begins to open the door. She's using her action to open the door. So it begins to open. And, yeah, that's her turn. So we're going to do one more round before we end for the night. Just because I want something to happen.
So
Well, she doesn't say anything?
Does she?
she's for sure attacking, though?
She has drawn her sword. She's opening the door, and she ran towards Quildrith.
I'm gonna run over here, then I'm going to run straight at her to
Okay?
do a charging great weapon master attack.
Do it.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
Roll that shit, yo.
It's Jason Bourne.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Oh, that hit so hard.
Oh my God!
Roll
And
your
then,
damage.
I forget what to add for the great weapon master.
10 damage, straight 10.
Straight 10? Okay, so that plus 10,
32 points of damage.
plus charger, or no.
The charger gave you instead of a minus
It
5,
made
a minus
yeah,
10,
it made your.
or minus 10 and minus 5, so you made it easy.
Oh,
for you to
gotcha.
hit. And you
no,
can
it's not
push
a
her.
minus 10. It's a minus 5. So the charger equalized your roll, because the great weapon master is a
That's
minus
right, that's
10
right.
and a plus 10 to a minus 5 plus 10 to a damage.
Also, since you're a great weapon master, he can technically re-roll the second d6. That's a 2. to get more damage.
I can do that?
Yeah, because Great Weapon Master, you can reroll 1s or 2s for damage.
True.
Sweet.
So roll a d6.
So just roll a d6.
Roll a d6, please.
So,
So 2 more damage.
damage, and you can push her back 10 feet if you want.
So I could charge her again? No. I think she's at a choke. Yeah, I think she's good here.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Should I knock
agree.
her back?
No, I think you're good.
All right, I'm gonna hit
I
her with the
can't
second.
fucking see her.
10, 15, 20, 5, 25 plus
10.
34 damage.
I'm gonna hit her again.
As you go to, you rush in and you just wham! You cleave her almost in two, and she instinctually flies back and falls on the ground bleeding. And as you look, her form shimmers, and you see what appears to be a person in rags and maybe broken greaves on his legs, dead.
Oh,
Oh
man.
shit! You
A
just
double blind.
Does it look like a dwarf?
Does not look like a dwarf. It is a half elf.
Okay.
oh shit! We
you
drop
know-
ranks and we pull everybody in. You guys know
Cal,
what
now
half-elf-
revivify quickly. And I step into the
Cut in
room.
half.
Revivify, okay, it's still working.
Do we know who the fuck this is first?
Well, we
Uh,
don't have
it's-
time.
So
That's
Cal,
right.
I don't have the components.
I hand him 300 coins.
And he takes it and
Oh, quick.
as he
What the
begins to
hell?
focus, his hands begin to light up, and as he touches the body, nothing. The gold actually still remains. The spell is unable to find purchase. I don't understand.
All right, does anybody recognize him? You.
Ah,
Real quick, for Great Weapon Master, I don't see where it says you can reroll 1s or 2s.
It's his fighting style, not the feat.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense then. That would be fine then.
Oh man. I want to look around the room and see if sort of hint. Who was this person?
As you look around, the table that seemed to be filled with blades shimmers and vanishes. The table filled with equipment shimmers and vanishes.
I run for the door.
You see a
I use my dash action.
okay. Are you just getting out of the
Getting
room?
out of the room, yeah.
Okay. All right. Roll a dexterity check.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Both of us, or
Both of you. You're the only ones who've said anything so far.
Just straight dexterity check.
Straight
or-
dexterity.
that's
Not
a
a saving
save. Sorry.
Okay, 16.
Okay. Okay. So you two dash out of the room pretty quickly. and there's nothing.
Is there anything? I'm sorry. I thought there was a trap.
I start looking desperately down the hall and to each side and like listening desperately to see if I can hear anything. Something
Rana,
might have been
how
coming
do
from
you-
Perception check.
Perception.
Perception
Hold on.
check.
Something.
Hold on.
Lorana, Cal, do you recognize him?
No. No. You don't
Critical.
hear anyone running towards you. You hear what sounds like probably coming from the room near the skull trap. Rustling around, the clinking of metal, and the occasional scream.
They're gearing up for us. Let's go.
It is a torturous scream. Like you with a natural 20, you hear them torturing someone.
They've got Andre. Let's go. And oh god damn it! I dash ahead everybody.
Wait, Quilter, who is this?
I don't
Stop.
know.
Who is
Do I know?
this?
I
He's
look-
acting out of emotion. We're going to all time.
Did I know the person when I looked down at them?
You don't.
I don't know.
Did I?
What?
Did any of us?
Vinove. I mean, anybody who wants to try to recognize him, roll a history check.
Yeah, I tried.
Sure. I'm in the room.
Genevieve, you know pretty fairly certain that this is no one you've seen. But the greaves that are broken on his legs seem paladinish.
Oh,
crap, you killed another paladin.
Oh, for God's sake.
Quilder, if you continue running down the hall without the party?
Did I recognize him?
No. Where's yours? Vinove?
15.
Yeah,
I don't know him personally,
Can
but
I shoot a
he is most
message
likely
to,
one of
Let's
us.
go! Let's shoot a message to
shoot that message.
Warden, you have to stop and think. Get back here. Quickly, we must stay together.
We failed to save everybody so far. I will save Andre. Come with me.
We're trying. You can't leave us behind.
Then hurry. And I wait impatiently. As
Yeah,
soon as I
follow
see
pretty
them,
closely behind.
I maintain. As soon as I see them within 30 feet of me, I maintain 30 feet ahead of them.
Okay.
Like,
It's a
Cal
bad
is
amount of-
beginning to jog up with you, and right here, we're going to call it for the night.
okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Got all dang old double blind on the people lying to other people. The lies upon lies.
Well, that dang old friggin'
I had a
illusions, man.
feeling. I'm like, shit, maybe we shouldn't have attacked.
I was just like, he charged the door with a blade and was opening it, so like, wasn't a prisoner.
I mean, you saw him charged with a
He was
blade, but
defending.
he had no weapon on him after you slew him.
But he was opening the
Oh,
door.
the
so I don't
door
feel
was
too
open.
bad.
I didn't cut through. I mean,
You saw him trying to open the door, yes.
No, we saw him.
Well,
you said
I-
he opened the
I
door.
didn't.
Yeah, yes.
You said he opened the door with
Yeah,
his
like
action,
that's-
like
Yes,
because I
he
didn't.
used, from what
open
you
the
could
door.
see, he was opening his door. From you looking around, the door was also an illusion. That was one of the, maybe I didn't specify. The door, the tables, the equipment, the weapons, everything disappeared after the you killed the entity. Only the body remained. So that's my bad as far as the door goes.
Okay.
You murdered a paladin.
Yeah, and an impossible to tell situation. Oh no. Like,
Oh
one of
no,
those-
you're beyond redemption. You're done.
dude.
Isn't religion great?
Listen here, Unlucky.
You feel bad
If
about
anybody-
it. If you
If
feel
anybody
bad
wants to
about
talk about bad luck and redemption, I don't feel like your corner's a particularly strong one.
it. Yeah, fair.
Damn!
To be fair though, if something tries to hurt Lorana, she's gonna be a fucking idiot.
Oh,
To be
dude.
fair though, I already think you're all fucked.
The only reason she hates her so much is
Listen,
because
we-
she's still in love with her.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
I mean, come on,
Alright,
Quildrith
yo.
is clearly. I'm like, I did not want to dash down the hall.
Quildrith has snapped a little bit.
No,
Yep.
Just a little worried.
Actually, you know
And
what?
this is how
I
we
know
wipe the
technically
party.
we've ended the game, but give me a quick wisdom saving throw. And
You
technically, you
guys
are
like-
out of range.
Of myself, I have a
Not.
+4.
Oh, you have your +4.
I'm the strongest.
Oh man. You guys want to know something funny?
Okay.
Mike wrote up a
+4,
whole
so
thing
20.
for like the Vinove getting offered stuff. Spelled my name wrong in every one.
Did I really?
The whole thing. Yeah. You used an E instead of an O. It was funny. I
Oh,
thought it
I'm
was
so
great.
sorry.
Oh, dude, I don't
hilarious.
care. That's some shit I would do. Like, I'm not offended. I just thought it was funny.
Oh, I put then.
Vin-
Gosh, Dagnavitz.
Vinove.
Dang old man.
Not Vanove.
That's funny.
I'm gonna edit that later. I'm gonna fix that. My bad, man.
I
There's
love
only
how
one who
your
could see
character
it.
sounds like a page boy, dude. Like, history.
Oh, I know, right? Like, it's so funny. Like, I've been sitting on that for so long.
Extra, read all about it.
Oh,
Paladin murdered in the depths of hell.
Now listen here, all right, all of you. You've got quite a lot of, lip here, but at least I shared my horrible, terrible secret it is.
Pretty bad.
Fucking
No, I'm just
ridiculous.
kidding.
All
All
right,
right.
we can,
I am off. I need to go to bed. I will
Alright,
see all you
see
cool
guys
later.
next Tuesday. We're gonna
Thanks
go ahead and
everybody for watching.
cut. See you, Twitchers,
Thanks,
Twitchy
guys.
Twitches.
Everybody